Welcome to Live Support Desk, everybody. My name is Allie Miriam, and I will be your support desk support for the day. Let me just get over here to the Facebook group and make sure that we are pinned up over there as we get started. We just did our first Accelerator live session on Tuesday. So before we get started, I just wanted to bring that up, mention it. There's going to be information in the community around what these Accelerator lives are and about the Accelerator program. If you have previously registered for the Accelerator program, you can find your email so you can access that content. If you did not previously have access to the Accelerator program or you can't find your access, email support@zenler.com so that they can get you your access because I don't have a way to get you the access to the program. I will be running the live streams on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. BST or noon Eastern time. And those sessions will run, well, we'll see. We ran for an hour on Tuesday. We can probably get that to 2 hours. It's just going to depend on all of you and coming in. Now, those sessions are going to started this week, and those sessions are going to be focused specifically on the Accelerator program. So they're not general support desk questions for that session. So you can come to those sessions whether you're new, whether you've been around, but they're working sessions, right? And they're very focused on the Accelerator program and that path, okay? And implementing. So that's what the focus of that is going to be on Tuesdays. So I encourage you all to take a look at that information. It's in the community. Actually, you know what? I will share my screen too and pull that up because I did create in the community for you all. I created a foundations worksheet for the Accelerator program to help give you a little bit of guidance and prepare for the sessions, right? So let me pull it up. Let me see. So right here, and is just a little bit of a breakdown, when the sessions will be, what the Accelerator program is. Also right there for you, if you need program access, you can email support. And then this is the download. And let's open it up so you can see it. Okay, so this is it's going to help you before you build. It's going to help you work out some information from the starting point about your skills and your knowledge and your experience, about what you do, what you help people achieve, information about how you help them achieve all of these things so that you can get this information together, right? About your business, about your audience, your ideal client, all of this information about them and about their language, the words that they use to talk about their problems. And once you go through this, then at the end of it, that's what you're going to be building throughout the Accelerator program, right? You're going to get that funnel ready for those people. You're going to get that thing, start collecting names, right? So it's not about building out your whole Zenler site or a whole program or making a permanent decision forever in your business, right? It's not about that. It's about just getting something for yourself ready right now so that you can get started, right? Because you're not going to know really what you're doing or how you feel about what you're doing or how your clients or your audience feel about what you're doing until you're actually doing what you do, right? So as you do things here and there, as you publish your funnel out into the world, as you write a blog post or share stuff on social media and start interacting with people around your topic, around your idea, you learn more about how you feel about your own business and your offerings. You learn more, you gather data from the people you're interacting with, and that can inform what you're doing and what you're building as well. But you need a starting point, right? And we can sit and we can talk and we can think over and over and over all this time. But if we don't put something out there in the world and start testing how we feel and how other people feel about it, we're just never, you just have a very expensive hobby, is really what it is. So download the sheet, get it, fill it out, and prepare for next Tuesday's session. Come see what it's all about. Again, same thing with the support desk sessions, right? You can show up, you can just be in the room and listen and learn. That's fine. What's even better is if you download this worksheet and fill it out and then come to the sessions and participate and learn and build your business, right? We're doing this for you guys so that you can have a starting point, a starting point to start making money from your Zenler site and from your business. And those things, once you get that first piece, it will grow, it'll evolve, it'll develop, just like you will, right? Just like your skills have developed over a period of your lifetime, right? Your business will continue to develop over its lifetime as well. But you have to birth something first, right? You have to put something out there. And so that's what the Accelerator program is. It's going to give you that opportunity to really focus on doing actual work, not just talking about it, not just playing with your site, not just, putting stuff on social media and going, what's next? It's a focused program to really get you going and get you started so you can start making money from your Zenler site and business. So, okay, let's see. Let me give you the ability to turn on, oh, there it is. Your unmute yourselves and start your videos. Hi, Rohit.
How are you, Allie?
I am very good. I'm very good. Just I'm here in Sunshine State, trying to stay warm because inside the air conditioning's cranked up to the top.
I was reading the questions in the document that you just showed us.
Mhm.
I want that document and I want to go to Claude and ask, can you fill up this document for me specifically for my niche so that I will get an idea of, because Claude knows about my niche better than I know, right? So that would be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
That's
am
a great
facing it.
idea.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Could be done.
Mhm.
You know what people are doing? They take my Substack post, which is a very long post. They take three or four main posts, they put it on ChatGPT or Claude, and then they put the name of the stock in the artificial intelligence app. And then they ask, how would Rohit look at it, look at this stock? That's what my students have already started doing. And they
Mhm.
are telling me this. It's just like what David created for the ChatGPT, the David's GPT basically. So my
Mhm.
students have started doing that. It's very interesting how people are consuming content these days. AI is embedded everywhere. I wanted to ask you a question. I
Okay.
am facing a challenge in my business.
Mhm.
So, as you know, I create content for the Indian stock market,
Mhm.
and I just attended a coaching program. So, I created an offer. It's a $5,000 offer, one on one coaching, weekly sessions for 3 months. Now, this price point, $5,000, is ideal for a client living outside India. So, for example, in the US, the average income of a person in the US would be around $100,000. So, for this person to spend $5,000 is not a big amount.
Right.
But in India, when you convert 5,000, it becomes 500,000 rupees
Yeah.
plus 18% taxes. So, for an Indian customer, that price point is high. For a US customer, that price point is not very premium. Now, if I have to attract a customer trading the US market, how am I going to do that if I'm creating content on the Indian stock market? Right?
Okay. So you want your new coaching program to come, you want to advertise to the US market
Yeah, I
that,
want to attract clients from there because for them, this price point is not very premium.
right. Okay. So there, and but the coaching programs for what? It's for the Indian stock market?
The coaching program, I will tell you the purpose of the coaching program. Let's say you are an unprofitable trader, a stock market trader, okay? Anywhere in the world, it doesn't matter which
Hmm.
market you are trading.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
say,
That's what I'm,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So let's say you are unprofitable. So that is where you are right now. And where you want to go is that you want to become profitable. So
Right.
that's the journey, that's the transformation. So I am not selling information, I am selling transformation.
Right.
I want,
Okay.
yeah,
So what you need to do then, because you have your course, and that's specific to the Indian stock market. So you have that, and the content that you're creating around that so far has been for that purpose.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
So
yes,
now what you need to do then is you need that separate track for general trading, for any worldwide trading,
yeah,
not just
yeah,
Indian. So now you need to start creating some content for that to attract the wider audience. Um so what I would say is probably give all of the stuff that you have right now to Claude, right?
yeah,
Or whichever AI model you're using,
yeah,
and ask it to give you, um, pull out all the information that's solid general stock market principled advice,
yes,
right?
correct, correct.
And remove the Indian stock market information and have it give you the all of the other
Yeah,
information about that.
yeah,
And start getting some topics out there.
yeah,
Your Substack, you would need, like, on Substack itself, you could open up a new, like, you can have several publications.
newsletters, yeah,
Right.
multiple newsletters.
Multiple kinds, right.
Yeah,
So you could set up a separate one that's like general stock market and
yeah,
start growing subscribers to that list.
yeah,
I like the idea of starting it out on Substack, because that's a place that you're familiar. You've already just got there. It's growing, it's working for you on the Indian stock market part, right? So
yes,
that's growing for you and you're getting sales from it. So
yeah,
this is a funnel, this is a system that you've already validated for yourself that it's
yeah, yeah,
working and it's good. So that's the path of least resistance, right? It's the minimum viable product. You already are on Substack. So I'd maybe
correct.
open up another newsletter.
Newsletter. Can I
And
start another YouTube channel?
yeah, you can do that. That would be the other one you could do. Um, I like the idea of YouTube, as well, because
Yeah,
it's got that search engine stuff going
yeah,
on it. But
yeah.
the goal still is ownership, right? The goal is still, if they're at YouTube, if you're starting there to find that audience, the
Hmm.
goal is you're driving them back to your site.
Yeah,
to your program or to a landing page or to whatever that is for that information to into that funnel to where you own it. But yeah, YouTube would be good for that. Since you've already got that channel as well, and that's been giving you, you've been getting results
Yeah.
there. So again, I would say yeah to that. Yeah, I would do the YouTube, maybe a newsletter. And the newsletter, you could do it even just instead of doing a newsletter as a business. Like, I don't know how you're mapping this
Yeah.
out, but here's how I would do it. I would do it as just as yourself. You know what I mean? Like this is, um, you know, something around, Rohit's stock market or trading,
Yeah. Yeah.
Rohit's trading, you know, something. I don't know. You come up with your name, but and do that. And you don't have to publish that often, like a weekly newsletter on that kind of thing is
Yes.
fine, like just once a week. And then leverage that notes section, right? Leverage
Yeah.
notes for growing your overall audience because that's a really good place to help you segment your audience
Yeah.
naturally
Yeah.
on Substack because they do that natively for you. So you will get, yeah, that will be good. Yeah,
So
use that.
starting a newsletter would be a good idea, maybe once a week, so
Hmm.
that I don't get overwhelmed in terms of creating content for two
Yeah,
separate newsletters.
exactly. And
I don't want that.
honestly,
Yeah.
the one on the one I don't you could not even do it as a weekly newsletter. It could be bi-monthly, right? So it could be a
Yeah. Yeah.
twice monthly publication because that's the main content, right? Or
Mm.
even a once monthly publication is still good if you're doing one of your famous Rohit extra
Yeah.
long chaptered
Yeah.
versions of
Yeah.
something. We
Yeah.
know we know you like that long form content. So when you have a big post like that, you could do that once a month, right?
Yeah.
And then have Claude break out, 60 quotes
Yes.
from it. And then for the whole month, then you've got 60 quotes. You could do two notes a day,
Notes. Yeah. Notes. Yeah. To
notes a
promote that
day
newsletter.
to
Yeah.
promote that newsletter, right? And the content that's in it, and keep driving traffic to that one thing all month long,
Yeah.
right? And see, because once you validate, right? Once you start getting subscribers there, if it starts working the same way as the Indian market did, then okay, now I can
Yeah.
publish, now I can upgrade to weekly newsletter.
Yeah.
Now I could do that, right? Now you're informed to what the next best step for you is. So I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One more piece of information I wanted
Okay.
to share with you. I was, I have been doing coaching, but not at this price point. Okay.
Okay.
And 9 out of 10 clients are not from India. So how did they find me? They found me from my Udemy content.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The
So
Udemy.
yeah, they came from France. These clients came from France, Canada, US, and Hong Kong. And the only way they could find me was from Udemy because my YouTube content is specific to India. Now
Yes.
on Udemy, they don't give us that access that Substack gives us. So I will have to create a separate newsletter and a separate YouTube channel, which is what I understand from what you said. And I start sharing my case studies like these clients whom I have been serving for 2 years, they have experienced some transformation. I want to write about that.
Yes. Yeah.
I
Well,
want to write about,
we
yeah,
talked about something else in relation to your Udemy
yeah,
stuff and getting something in there for you to get them onto your list. Have you
yeah,
done
which is in course embedding some of the links inside the course itself. I
that?
have not yet done that, yeah,
You have not yet.
because
Okay,
because
that's going to
Udemy
be
has
the
some policies.
right. Follow the rules. Don't get
Yeah,
yourself kicked out
yeah,
of
yeah,
there or anything. Follow
yeah,
the
yeah,
rules. But definitely that's got to be a priority because if you're
yeah.
making money and you're attracting part of those
Yes,
people there already, then get that link. That's the ownership, right? If that was there from the beginning, just think about how many more people would be on your list that
Yeah.
aren't just
Yeah.
Indian market. That's why ownership, we always have to make sure that we're thinking about that ownership piece,
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
them on our list, our list, our list. But yeah, yeah.
I
Okay, so
wanted
I
to
wanted to
share.
make
Yeah.
sure that we remembered,
I have noted it down. Yes, I have noted it down.
just remember that you got to get the Udemy people. So, okay, so now what?
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to share those case studies of how clients are experiencing transformation through my coaching. One client came to me. He's already a profitable trader. He doesn't trade Indian market. He came to me just to talk to me. He sits in a room whole day. He doesn't have anyone with him. He's on always looking at the chart. He
Yeah.
doesn't have anybody to talk to. His wife doesn't understand what he is doing. His children does not understand what he is doing. So sometimes I have noticed that a client does not come to you for a solution. He comes to you just to get some validation. I
Have
want to
some
talk about this. Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like actually that's a really good. So you want
Yeah.
to talk about
This
that?
case study. Yeah. Yeah. Because some clients, some people might be feeling lonely in their trading journey because trading is a very lonely business.
It is.
You don't talk to other people about what you're doing. So I want to share these case studies to help other people connect because people will connect with that story.
Yeah.
So let's see how things go. I will keep you posted.
Yes,
Thank
I
you so
love
much.
it. Good. Yeah, write about that. I think it's a
Yeah.
very good idea. Write
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
that. And here's what happens when you write about that. I want you to think about this too for growth, right? So you're writing about that. That's your client. He's a trader. Does he write? Does he have a website? When you're writing about it, mention him specifically.
Oh, yes,
Tag
absolutely.
that person specifically, right? Because that's a backlink out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then maybe that person and the same thing, if you start collaborating with people on Substack that are other Substack writers,
Hmm.
now you can get in there and you can say, um, oh, I learned this from this person, or we talked about this, or
Yeah.
I got this really great insight, from this. And maybe the other thing you could do is think about trying to set yourself up a once monthly little Zoom, do a live stream into Substack or YouTube or whatever with the group of you talking
Yeah.
about that kind of thing. It's just an
Yeah.
idea.
Absolutely. I
Get
could
more
invite
people.
my existing clients to come and just spend some
Mhm.
time on Zoom, just like what we are doing here.
Yeah, well, not just your clients. I'm
Hmm.
talking about like other traders that do what you
Yeah. Yeah.
do, right? Getting them together on a live Zoom to talk about what you all do and how you
Yeah.
do it. And, all of your channels then get the extra leverage about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then, of course, always you can, like our Zenler's YouTube channel, we have all kinds of stuff with our members giving interviews and whatnot. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good way to do it too. Yeah, for sure.
Let's try something new.
Yeah, yeah, let's
Thank you
do
so much. Yeah.
it. You're welcome. I want to say your name right. I don't like Yvonne or Yvonne. My sister's
Yeah.
middle name is Yvonne and it's spelled like that. And that's how she says it,
Ah,
Yvonne,
some
so
people say Yvonne, but usually it's Yvonne.
Yvonne.
I
Okay.
answer to many things. You can call
Even
me anything you like. I usually
well,
answer to it.
well, okay, gorgeous. Then let's go.
Thank you. So, that was really interesting what you were saying about the case studies. Actually, is it Rahit? Is that how you say your name, Rahit?
Well,
Because I actually haven't put any out on my. I'm a dog trainer, and I've not put any out yet, and I really need to do them. And I think the longer you go on, the easier it is to forget how significant some of the transformations are. So, thank you
mhm.
for that timely reminder. I clearly come in at the right time there. But the question I was actually looking for an answer for is I dipped in and out of the AI Summit, and I've just not had time to go back over the recordings, which I will be doing. But I'm just wondering, and I seem to think there might have been something where basically at the moment I've taken my platform and I've not got it up and running as in selling anything yet. Well, I did sell one course, but I'm looking to create like an online learning academy type um a product where people pay a monthly fee. They'll come in and learn everything that I give them in this product. And what I've done is I've basically been creating things as I go along. And when I've got time, I've just created something. And then one day I decided to do a big dump of information. So I've taken all the documents that I've created and I've dumped them into my new Zenler account. And now I just need to somehow find a way to find the wood for the trees because I can't see any. And something made me think that on the AI summit, was there something where you can ask AI to sort it out for you? So what I've done to give you an idea is I'm calling it, so I specialize in border collies.
Okay.
And I'm calling it the Collie Compass. So instead of an
Aw.
academy, it's the Collie Compass. And for obvious reasons, it's which direction are you going in? So one direction will deal with the nervous system and regulation, one will deal with training, etc. So I want to have the four zones, the four directions, and have AI sort out what needs to go where. Am I dreaming too big?
No, not at all. Not at all. That's so
Really?
possible. It's so
Oh,
possible.
wow. Okay.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
amazing. Well, I love
So,
that answer.
yeah. She's like, yay. If
Yay!
you like, if you have, this is one of the things that AI is the best at. If you have content and you have information and you give it to it, it can do a lot of things for you. So
Oh,
much.
wow.
Like you could
Okay.
probably give it that information. It could build your a whole website if you wanted. You know what I mean? Like this is
Wow.
how much it can do for it. Could like, listen, the biggest problem most people have with AI is they don't have enough source material, right? Original
Okay.
source material. That's the problem. That's what people are complaining about on the internet when they say, oh, look at this generic AI sludge in this output. I can tell AI wrote that and all this stuff, right? It's because the person is having AI invent the whole caboodle and then they're putting it on the internet.
Ah,
If you already have a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of
yeah.
information, you have a philosophy, you have a mission, you have a specialty, you have videos and PDFs and oh my, right? You've got it all.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
give that to AI, 100%, it could build a whole world for you. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. That's amazing.
Yes, yes, it can build a
You've
whole world
saved
for
me.
you.
I was thinking
Yeah.
I'm like a year away from getting anything properly sorted and getting online,
No,
but
if you have the date, if you have the data, if you have the content, AI can,
yeah.
so just to give you an example. So the Accelerator program I was talking about when we first got started today, I don't know if you've heard about it or if you've been part of it, but
Yeah.
the Accelerator program was for new people when they came on first 30 days, 60 days, whatever, help them get a funnel going really quickly, right?
Mhm.
So hours worth of content. David and Kevin did, I don't know, there's got to be 10 hours of live Zoom session, maybe not 10 hours, but quite a few hours long videos plus slide deck, all kinds of information. Now, I wasn't here when that happened because I was on a medical sabbatical. And so I don't know a lot about the Accelerator program. So Tuesday, I did the first live stream for it, right? And about an hour before that live stream, I gave AI all of the Accelerator data and I had it made me a whole slide deck. Perfect, beautiful. I can show it to you. It's beautiful.
Wow.
It made me a workbook for y'all, which is also it's in the community right now. in 2 seconds.
And
seconds.
given it all the content, all the
I
accelerator content.
I gave it the content and told it what I wanted, and it gave it to me, and it did so beautifully.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
yes, it's really good at doing stuff. Here, I will show you too in the community what I'm talking about because it's AI. Oh, I've still got it up on the screen.
Mhm.
This is, let's see, make sure I get my face out of the way. Okay. So this is a 14-page workbook. I gave it a little bit more instructions of how I wanted to do some stuff with the accelerator. I added to the information, but then it just gave me this in one prompt and it's 14 pages.
Wow.
Um, if we, why is this? Don't show this again. Okay, in my way. There we go. So yeah, and it created this graphic for me for this post.
Amazing.
Yeah. And all I had to do, David did give me some kind of an image that looked similar to this that our design team had made for the accelerator program. So, um, so what I did was I attached that and I asked it to make me a graphic for this foundations worksheet that I created. And then it did that, and that's what it did. And it's
Wow.
super, super easy. It'd make a slide deck for you. Yeah, crazy stuff.
That's really interesting, Ali, because oh my goodness, you'll laugh at this. I started with Zenler last August, and I got the 60-day accelerator program,
Yeah.
and then they did the 30-day accelerator program, and I'm actually working on the replays, and I'm only on week 6 or something. But I'm almost a year in, and I'm still working through it because
Uh,
I'm dipping in and out of creating content and I'm dealing with clients, etc. And my focus is, I suppose, not being 100%. So is this something that can help me get through and finish that accelerator program?
this is the accelerator program. Yes. Every Tuesday, I will be live from 5 p.m. BST or 12 at noon Eastern time, which I don't know what time zone you're in,
I'm in
Yvonne.
the UK, is that BST?
So you're BST. So at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
On Tuesdays, we're going to go through the accelerator program, and I've added like a little nuance to it for you. And the nuance is that there are 3 different tracks, right? Depending on your experience level, depending on what you're doing. So every week you will get like you can choose what's your level, where are you at, what's your capacity this week, beginner level, intermediate level, or advanced. Where are you in your process, right? Evaluate your
Yeah.
current state. And then every week we're like, what are you building? You're building the membership, right? So
Uh,
right? You need your funnel, so yes, this is a working session every Tuesday, specific for the accelerator program and specifically to get these things created for you so that you can launch and collect names and do all that stuff.
it's not recorded because I unfortunately have a class at 6 o'clock every Tuesday. So I would be able to do from 5 until probably about quarter to 5, quarter to 6.
Okay. Yeah,
Are they?
it will be recorded. Okay.
Oh, cool.
And the other part of it is obviously when every Thursday, we're also live for support desk. And support desk, you can ask any questions around your Zenler site, around what you're building and what you're doing. During the accelerator sessions, those ones are very focused on just the accelerator program itself. So they're very
Okay.
specific to that. So you can come into Thursday sessions as well, but there will be training little bit of training at the beginning of every week with the accelerator program. So you will get
Okay.
those and that will be great. And then as you're working and building your stuff, you can come into support desk on Thursdays as well. You know what I mean?
Amazing.
So yeah, you will have that. We want you to get this site out there.
Yeah, I'll have to say the support from Zenler is amazing, and I'm seeing it growing over the last year, and it's just amazing. Your support for people like ourselves that are actually trying to create a platform is just fantastic, because it's really daunting, especially when you're not used to working with computers. So, if I can follow it, then I think anybody can follow it.
Yes,
It's,
I get that.
no, thank you so much. So,
Oh,
see,
good.
going back to the content, then what do I need to do? How do I get Zenler platform to take all my content and separate it out into the right sections for me?
Oh, you want Zenler to do that for you. So is it all in a course already? Do you have it put in lessons
Yeah.
or do you have it all put in lessons?
So I started doing the lessons. I've separated out the four sections and I've started putting them in lessons. And then that's when I took the brainstorm of doing a big dump and put everything in one lesson. So so I literally just took everything and put it in. I didn't want to lose what I'd done, and I was starting to get a bit muddled with how much I'd done and what I was repeating. So I thought if I put what I've done in the platform, at least I know, and then I can use that as a reference point. But now I've now got all these documents that are just in one area and I need them split into the right area.
Okay, so okay, I'm going to share my screen because I need to know where your stuff is at in order to tell you what the
Would
best.
show would it be out if I showed my screen?
Yeah, you go. Yeah, you do yours.
Might be easier if I can just get it. I'm gonna be sick. Um where are we? I've got so many things, it takes me forever to find
Oh,
them to get into them.
listen, 47 tabs. It's a tattoo I'm going to get. No, no.
Oh really? Oh, that makes me feel better.
Listen, it's always 47 tabs. Okay.
That does make, oh, here we go. That does make me feel better.
Good. We aim to please around here.
So here we go. Oops.
Yeah, I see. Okay, I
So
see.
can you see that? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you're in the course.
So
So instead of in the course, what I want you to do is I want you to go to your site on your bar there where it says courses is underlined at the top navigation.
here.
Yeah, but go to site up there
Okay.
and then go to media library on the left panel.
Ah, okay.
Is all of the stuff that you dumped in that in here too?
Oh, wait, there's 8 pages, so yeah, they probably are.
Okay,
Yes.
so you've got everything in here, okay?
Yeah,
So
think so.
here's my recommendation. It's not
Uh-huh.
well, I don't know if now we let's go to your course and see where the course is. I just wanted to make sure that yes, everything is in fact in your media library. So that's good.
Okay.
That's a big
Thank you.
win because now you can add that stuff anywhere. Okay, so
Ah, okay.
now you're in your curriculum.
So in here, so what I've done, so there's one of the sections, and I think I've just taken it all and dumped it in there. And then I've got the other sections. So this shouldn't necessarily all be in here. And I guess what I wondered is if I could just say to AI, take these and sort these into the right section because I would take me a wee while to work out what needs to go where. Not that long, I suppose. And I don't think, no. So I started doing it, as you can see, and then I've taken that dump and then I've just put it all in.
Yeah.
Um, but then from what you've said, going into here,
Well,
and
because
then,
everything's in your media library. So what that means is you could remove those, but they're already in there. Yeah, dragging and dropping them around. And I don't know if going yeah, I mean, it's all in there.
so I guess if would I just go to, would that be a share file? No.
Yeah, you can. So now you have options here, okay? So logged in users with this link can download. So if you have that setting on, then the people who
Mm-hmm.
download this have to be logged into the site in order for the link to work. Okay. But you
Okay.
see the little share right next to the pencil, there's the little three. Yeah, that's the share icon. So when you do that,
Okay.
you can copy the little, you click the link thing. Now, if you want people who aren't logged in to be able to download it, then you can click that little drop down box and change it. But
Right. Okay.
you can share the direct link from right there. And
Right. Okay.
it doesn't even have to be in a lesson. But in
Right.
your course, you can drag and drop those things around. Now, if you don't
Oh, okay.
like in the course itself in the lessons, you can drag and drop them around. Now, you said you didn't want to sort them. I mean, I suppose AI could sort it for you, right? Like, I don't know if
Right.
Zenler's
Okay.
AI will do that because Zenler's AI is right there. Do you see the little stars next to add a section? Up at,
Here.
yeah, that's AI.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So now um it will recommend sections and all kinds of stuff. I don't know. But
Okay. Oh, well, that's fine. I can play about with it. That's really helpful, Ali. Thank you so much. Could I ask you one more question while I'm in here, if you don't mind?
sure.
Please. Because this has been something that I've not been able to fix since I started. So if I go to dashboard, how do I find my how do I find my homepage?
Of your website,
Yeah.
go your homepage of your website, go to site.
Mhm.
And on
Ah,
the
there we go.
left panel, well, you have that, but that's not really your home page. But go to pages.
Okay.
Underneath that, go to pages. And those are the core pages of your Zenler site. The one at the very bottom,
Ah,
if you scroll on the right hand, scroll down to the bottom, the very bottom one is your home page. That one is
ah,
unpublished. Now, if you go up there on the left to the little home page option, that's on the
okay.
left-hand panel. There is where you can set what the homepage is. It doesn't have to be the official homepage. You
Ah,
can, there's
okay.
that drop down menu there will give you
Okay.
every page on your site, and you can choose any one of those pages to be your homepage.
Ah, amazing. Oh, that's so helpful. Thank you so much.
You're very
That
welcome.
is, now let me stop. There we go. That's really, really helpful. Thank you so much for taking
Good.
the time to do that.
Oh, you're very welcome. Hopefully you can get those things sorted. If not, if you're going through and you've got so much content and you're like, oh, I got to move this stuff around. What I would like, how my brain works, how I would do it when I have like a whole list of content and I got to sort it. And I was like, it's just when
Mhm.
I'm doing it. Like I'm doing module 1 right now. I know I need these 4 lessons. So I'll go through, find those 4, put them in there, work on that. I'm not worried about
Yeah.
the other stuff right now because I'm just working on this part, like
Okay.
um and the other part of it is with this membership, how many do you have course you have people in your courses now?
No, I've not put it
You
out yet.
No, okay. So, and what you want to put out is a membership.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay.
I'll write
Um,
that down so I remember.
like a membership, a subscription. Yeah, you want to do like a membership.
Hmm.
So, you have people that you've worked with? You have dogs, you have
Yeah,
client,
so I've got
past
lots
clients.
of clients, past and present, and I've got a Facebook group of 18,000 or over
Okay.
18,000. So I need to find a way of making use of all those people because Facebook at the moment have got the monopoly because they've got all my people and I've not got
Yeah.
many of their email addresses and
Yeah.
I kind of
That's
want
what
to
we
obviously.
talk of. Yeah, ownership. We talk about that. I talk about that all the time, don't I, Rohit? Everybody gets sick of hearing me say it. Ownership.
Yeah, I'm kind of lacking that at the moment. So I think I need to get them across, find a way to get them across. Which, if I'm right in thinking, would that be do like a funnel where I would create something to give them for nothing and direct them to that funnel? Have I got that right?
Yes, Yes, that would be a great
Okay.
way to do it. So, and that's what we're working on with the Accelerator program is getting sort of that landing page so you can start collecting emails
Yeah.
while you're building out your program, while you're working on that in the background, in the front end, let's be getting names and emails of people and collecting that list so that when the product is ready, now you're launching to an audience of people that are ready.
Right.
You
Okay.
know, that's the
So,
goal of the accelerator.
so in that case, then the funnel that I've created, I think when we created it, I was following the Accelerator
Hmm.
60-day program, and it kind of took you to prepare for the launch. But what I've got is I've got some documents that I want to give, like for example, people that have got puppy biting, puppy nipping, puppy toileting, etc. So if I've got some content, do I just create a new funnel and direct them to that funnel to get their email address and then they get the freebie? Is that the same thing that I would do for that? Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the funnel, the same exact thing. And if you've already got one that you've already sort of stylized and done something with, you have
Yeah.
the option to clone that funnel, right?
Oh,
And
okay.
so you get all of the same stuff that's already in there, and then you're editing that instead of building one from scratch. Do you know what I mean?
So I can clone the whole thing. I knew I could clone bits off it, but I didn't realize I could clone the whole thing.
Right, the whole funnel. So if you have emails, if that you've already kind of pre-programmed stuff, you can clone that whole thing and then
Right.
just edit the copy to be around the membership or around, the new words, the new whatever that you're promoting
Okay.
and edit the words instead of redoing the whole thing.
Amazing. That's so much
Yeah.
better. Thank you so much. I'm so glad I've dialed in. So if I was to do newsletters then, would I do it the same way? Would I do the same thing as create a funnel and send a newsletter from there? Or would I be better doing that a different way? I've got what do you call it? A CRM. But I know that Zenler also is a CRM or has a CRM. So
Not
maybe
really. Mm-mm.
or does it not?
I
Okay.
mean, it's not, you have a list of your customers and you have a note section, it's not like a fully functioning CRM in the way that you're talking about.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not.
Right. Okay. So I might be as well to stick with what I've got there with Active Campaign, get the newsletter right through them, and then just get people to the site for the
Oh, well, I
freebies.
don't know. I'm not sure what Active Campaign with the emails, like you have a full email system, but I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean by CRM, I guess.
So my understanding, my knowledge is limited too. I just know I pay them every
Okay.
month. But what I do is I use it for when I get email addresses and I can give them different names. So, for example, I've done free webinars on fireworks. So I would have like a list for fireworks with a list of email addresses that signed up for it. So then I can go and email them separately. And so,
Oh,
or I
yeah,
can
yeah,
have,
yeah. The tags that you can group. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can do that.
yeah,
Yes, you have basic. Yeah, that's basic. Yes, you have that ability in Zenler for sure. Yeah.
right,
No, you
okay.
can
And
use
you could,
Zenler to send out the newsletter. You can clone the newsletter when you send them out so that you can rewrite them. Another option to
right,
do from Zenler is to do it. Another option that I like is through Substack, which is what Rohit did. Because with Substack, it's not like Facebook. Like you said, you got this Facebook group, but you don't have their emails. On
yeah,
Substack, it's an email subscriber option. So you can get followers like you do on Facebook, but you get subscribers, which means you own them. They're subscribed to your list. You can download that list and take it and email those people anytime you want. So that's a good
okay,
place to do that as well if you're into doing newsletters. But no, in Zenler you can do that. Um, Set yourself up with all of the areas. Email
okay.
broad email broadcasting area, you can set up a template. I don't know how familiar you are with that area. Let's see. Um, let's see. There we go. Oh, I don't remember what this. I was just coming here to. What were we talking about?
The email broadcaster, you said.
Oh, yeah. Broadcasting. Okay, here I gotta stop sharing because I'm not logged into the right site. But email broadcast, you can create templates for emails, for newsletters, and the same thing with the courses and the funnels, right? You can create a course where you're not filling the course with the content, but you're getting the sales page like designed in a formatted and branded in your specific niche. And same thing
Okay.
with the thank you page, the all of the things, the welcome email, right? Same thing with the funnel. You're just getting your branding, your vibe, your everything in there in that first welcome email. And then what you do is you clone that every time you make a course. So you're not starting from scratch.
Okay.
You're starting from your base rather than starting from Zenler's base, and it will save you a lot of
Right.
time. It will save you so much time.
Okay. That
Really.
is really helpful. Thank you. Sorry, I know about 5 questions ago I said I had one more, but could I just ask you one more?
Yeah. Listen, listen, some days it doesn't work out like that because it's 100 people in here asking questions.
Yeah.
But today, as long as no one else got their hands up, let's go for it.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And thank you for your patience as well. Um, so I'm going to do a coffee with the Collie Whisperer, which is obviously myself. And it's basically just a Facebook, well, it was going to be a Facebook Live, and it's just a way to try and make people, I like people to come and ask questions about their dogs, and obviously just try and give people that little bit of confidence that I know what I'm talking about. But I actually, as we're speaking, I just remembered that they went live during one of the programs I did where they went live. So you can go live from Zenler, and then all your followers get notification that you've gone live. That would actually be better for me to do that on this platform then, wouldn't it? Rather than do a Facebook Live.
You can do the Facebook Live through the platform and it record
Oh,
it and have it recorded for you and for Facebook. One of the things that you have to be careful of, especially with Facebook, is when you do a live on Facebook, it gets deleted after like 60 days or something. So you have to download it, save it, like you have to be on top of it. But if you initiate the live stream from Zenler and you have it set to automatically record, you're in a Zoom session, people can join you. Plus, if you're streaming to Facebook, people can watch on Facebook without joining. Because, like right now, we're also on Facebook. So, some people are on Facebook just watching it there and they're not in the session with us. Okay. So,
okay.
that's what we do. But then, when the session is over, inside Zenler, under this live stream, we have cloud recording option and we go there. And now our video is there along with the transcript and all
Okay.
the other information. So that's permanently there that we can now download it. There's a link that we can send out to people for the replay, all of that. And it's not the
Right.
replay on Facebook. We send out the link to the replay, right? You take them back to your site. We have YouTube channel that we put it up on as well, and in the Facebook group. So we share it everywhere. But for you, for
Okay.
that kind of thing, it keeps it for you. So I would, yeah.
So then I would give people the link for the platform for Zenler link. So if they want to ask questions, they can, but people on Facebook can watch it. They just can't interact. Is that right?
Right. I mean, they can interact as far as they can comment under the video or whatever, but it's not the same as the comments coming up in the chat in the session. You know what I mean? So that
Right.
it is different. And being in the Zoom session, I don't like to do it. Like, I don't like to. The act of streaming it into the Facebook group is basically just a way to get people to realize, oh, there's a thing happening. The goal is that they know it's happening and then they come in, join into the session, not that they just watch it on Facebook. But Some people are like that. Some people are like, heck no, I'm not going in that Zoom session. That's weird. I'm there. They'll be like, I don't know who's in there. I'm scared, or I don't like people. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not just gonna
Yeah.
click on a Zoom link and join a Zoom with random people. No, thank you. So then what happens is they'll watch it on Facebook, right? So you're getting the views and they're getting to see how you interact and who you are, and they can start getting
Okay.
comfort and they can start getting comfortable with you enough that maybe then they'll actually click and go into the Zoom session, right?
Got you.
So there's a benefit to streaming it, but it's all in the mindset of how you're doing it, the purpose behind it. You're not streaming it there because streaming has value. The value is being in the room. You want them in the room, you want them on your list, on your site, not on Facebook.
Yeah.
But having it on Facebook because there's a lot of people there, so
Yeah.
so we need you to see it. But the goal is always get them off of Facebook, get them to come through to your Zoom session, right? Let them
Okay.
get comfortable with you in Facebook. Let them watch and be like, oh, okay. And plus, that's content for your group feed there as well. It's feeding you that
Yeah.
content in there. And then but your calls to action, your description when you set up do the live video in Facebook is here's the link to the actual event. Here's the link. Be in the
Okay.
room, join the room. And like one of the first parts is join the room. You don't have to worry about turning on your camera. You don't have to talk and unmute your mic. You can use the chat. You can not use the chat. You can just be in the room. Like just giving people that like comfort of, okay, it's not like this big deal. And
Yeah.
it's not like if you come in and you don't know what to say or do, that's fine, right? Like I'm the one in charge of the session. You don't have to worry about being put on the spot or any of these things. Did I freeze? Is it me?
No, can still hear you.
Oh, okay, good. I've like
Can
because
still hear you.
my computer screen is frozen. I'm in Florida, so
Oh.
we're in storm season. We're not having any bad weather right
Oh.
now, but randomly somebody could be having bad weather right now in Florida,
Okay.
which means my internet. I keep my hotspot with me in case the
Uh,
internet goes out. I've had last week I had to reconnect through my hotspot because we were in the middle of a storm and we had a power outage while we were live.
oh no.
It happened three times. The power went
Oh no.
out. And so,
What a
so
shame.
always gotta be prepared for these things. You just do.
At least you're prepared, so that's the thing.
Yes,
You're not
exactly.
caught short.
Yeah.
That's really helpful. Thank you.
Yes,
So is
yes,
it
yes.
quite straightforward how I go in and set that up
Yeah, here,
when I go to the
I'll share
platform?
I'll share my screen because it does the live sessions are one of the areas that we do get the most questions about. But
Okay.
if you've live streamed or used Zoom before, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. So the live area is right here.
Okay.
And you have these options. You have one-to-one booking, live class, live webinar, live interactive webinar, and the live streaming. Now, the live streaming is not what you're going to use. You're going to start it, you're going to schedule it and set it up as a session that you stream out afterwards. So you would either do one-to-one bookings, live class. I think I like to do them as live classes usually. Each one of these has slightly different features already sort of
Okay.
set up in the base, but they're pretty much the same. So I would
Okay.
go with live class because live class the sessions aren't, so see how I have these sessions, and if I want to clone a session, I do it from right here. If I
Okay.
if I do it as this now, I can't clone it to here, right? I would have to create a whole new thing. And
Okay.
live classes are one of those things that you can actually add into a lesson in a course, which is why I
Okay.
prefer using live class option myself. But you can figure out if you want to do it differently. But this is where you would
Okay.
start it. You would set it up in here and you would give it a name. So
Hmm.
it's coffee, Collie. I don't know. And we'll do
It will
you
be recurring because it's going to be every Sunday that I'm going to do it.
okay, so do it, set it up, and we're gonna do
Okay.
it weekly. I don't know why it's just slow. And
Mhm.
take off Monday. You're doing it weekly on Sundays. Uh, you can occurrences, you can do 30 weeks. And obviously you don't have to do all 30, but you just set it for
Yeah.
30 weeks. Why isn't it updating? There we go. Regison, Zenler, Zoom. How long do you usually do your sessions for?
Probably an hour.
Okay. Um, you have normal sessions, extended sessions, super extended sessions. Um, you're limited on the most limited on these and on these. Most people do not run out of sessions, okay? So it's not really that big a
Okay.
deal. But I always just choose, if you're going for an hour, I always just choose the 1.5. It doesn't tell them that's how long the event is scheduled for. You can end it
Okay.
after 30 minutes if you wanted to, but the session does automatically end, whether you like it or not,
Okay.
15, 15 minutes after the scheduled end time. So this is an hour and 30 minutes. It will give you an hour and 45 minutes, and then the session will just
Well, yeah.
boop end. Now, if you happen to be in a live session and you know it's going to go over and more than 15 minutes over, you can actually come into this and edit it while you're live and come
Oh,
in here and change that 1 hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours if you want to, right? You can give your,
that's good.
if you're an hour and 15 minutes in and you know you're going to go over, you know you'll go way over because people are into it and lots of people joined. Yep, just be like, hold on 1 second and come in here and update it and you'll be fine. Yep.
That's brilliant. That's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Now you can have the visibility of this event public, secret, or only for people in courses. I would obviously keep it public. I would do automatic cloud recording, so it's automatically recorded for you, even if they're not things that you're going to publish on the internet or do whatever. These are things you can give AI this video and you can ask it to do things like pull out. I do this support desk video every week and I have AI pull out the top questions from the week and give little
Okay.
answer and the answer. So now it's just taking content that we created, right, while live, and it's putting that into documents now for me, and I don't have to do it. So I highly recommend automatic recording. The other thing is if you do intend to record, but you don't have it automatically set to record, the number of devastating tears from people who are like, I forgot to hit record. And it's devastating when that happens.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So yeah,
Yeah,
so
I've done that in a few sessions myself, actually. It's
yeah,
awful. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So
Mhm.
giving yourself automatic cloud recording will be good. So once you get that, then we go next. You're choosing sort of a base template um for your design there.
Mhm.
And then someday it'll
This is so helpful, Ali. Thank you so
I
much.
oh, you're so welcome. Okay, so now we have our event created. So we have a registration page, a checkout page, a thank you page, a waiting page, a replay page. Now, this checkout page is there because if you wanted to, you could sell basically seats at this event. And so you could add pricing. And then what it would do is it would add that checkout button before people were able to finish registering. But you're doing it
Okay.
for free, so you don't even
Mhm.
have to, don't do anything with that page. As long as you haven't set pricing, when people click on register, it's going through to thank you, not to checkout automatically for you.
Okay.
You don't have to do anything for that. But then in order to edit the pages, you either click the edit icon in the corner here, or you can click on the thumbnail image right here. And then that
Mhm.
opens up the editor. And now this is where you can add in your content and, make it you instead of,
Right.
the generic thing that it is. Right. And you can have information like this on there if you want to. If you don't want to have to deal with this, if you just want to put out a link and have people join, you can do that as well. You don't have to have the pages set up. You don't have to do any of that if you don't want to. Um,
Okay.
but what I would do, because when you create an event, you automatically get the pages. So you can come in and delete like the extra excess stuff, and just leave it so that the name and a little thing so they can click through to register.
I love that.
So you have that. Edit the page, design it. Same thing with all of these other ones. If you don't want them to go, um, and yeah, you do want them to go through registration because you want to collect their emails. That's the point.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so design the pages. And on here, you also have more blocks. And if you've designed any on your site at all already, you can turn them
Mhm.
into a custom block so that you can then, put that on the page. So you don't have to necessarily design
Ah,
from in here. You can add a block that you've already designed. So like
amazing.
this main registration one, you're going to want to edit with your copy because this one has the links proper coding embedded in it so that people can register for the event and get emails and stuff. But
Okay.
this stuff down here, this is not dynamic. This isn't linked to anything. So you could come in here and design this page and edit it up and put your content in there. Or if you have a block on another page that's nice and has information that you think is relevant, then what you can do is, if you haven't already with that block, wherever it's at, you can hit the save icon and give it a name and save it, and then it will be in this custom list for you
Right.
so that you can just plop it on the page.
Amazing.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Yeah. And so now you got that. And next to pages, you now have your automations. Okay. So the automations is where your emails are at. So the first email is here and it's already turned on and live. You have reminder sequences, but they're turned off. You decide whether you want them on or not. You can
Okay.
come into this email and edit it. It has just the basic information in it. You've registered, here you go. Now you can come in here and customize some of these. You can't remove any of the dynamic pieces, but you can add to this. You
Mhm.
can change the regular words to make it more personal. Maybe you don't say thanks, maybe you say thank you. You know what I mean? You can personalize it
Yeah.
how you like to use your words in there. And you can also decide if you need more than one reminder email or where it goes out. And then from here, you can do the same thing with these emails. They're set as well
Oh.
with their information. All you have to do if you don't want to edit them is turn them on. The timing is here. It tells you you're sending them before this time at 1 hour before. And then this one would be a day before. So they get a 1 day reminder or 1 hour reminder. For something like a weekly live session, I would not be sending 3 emails every week for it.
No.
They would get their registration email when they first register. And then when it's a weekly, you can see right here, there's this option, apply for all occurrences. So
Mhm.
you check that box, and then what happens is if you want to, anybody who's ever registered for any one of the events will get an email 1 hour before every live session. So they could come on
Wow.
every week if they wanted to, Or if you only want people to register once and then not get that again, don't select that option, right?
Amazing.
If you uncheck that box, then they won't get reminded. They'll get reminded for the very first time they've registered, but they won't get reminder emails after that. If you check the box, then they get reminders every week.
Okay. God, that's brilliant. Thank you.
You're welcome. So you
That
got
is
that
really
one.
awesome.
Uh-huh. Let's see. What else do we have?
Yeah, before Zenler came along, all of this would take you like multiple weeks to set up.
Yeah.
You would need a email service provider, then you would need the Zoom connector, then you would
Mm-hmm.
need a landing page provider. All of this came
Mm-hmm.
along and came into Zenler, integrated at one place.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
nice.
Which is
This,
probably why I would have avoided it before.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly. Let's see. Oh, you have your cloud recording here for your events. And then right here, do you see this? Is an
Huh?
AI summary of your session. So this is
Oh,
Zoom. This is about Zoom, right? Because right now in this session, there's the little AI note taker. It's always there. So if you have the AI note taker on in Zoom, that's a Zoom feature, then it will pop up right here. So you'll have
hey,
the summary and the recording.
amazing. So then I
Yeah.
can use that to create more content because I'll be
Yeah.
talking about informative stuff during the session.
Absolutely, 100%.
Wow.
You can give AI that. And if you, there's lots of different things you could do. If you're doing, so on this, if you're doing the lives. If you put lives on YouTube, you can use Notebook LM. You can attach a YouTube video to Notebook LM, and then you can do anything. You could create more videos off of that video. You could create audio podcasts off of that video. You could create quizzes. You can create infographics. You can create all from a video
Wow.
on YouTube. Yeah. And Notebook. Oh, they just, Google is so lovely. They just released global updates to Notebook LM for AI Ultra subscribers, which has been on their roadmap for a while. Some updates to Notebook LM, but those updates are live and more are coming. And Notebook LM is it's a learning tool that can be used to create content. That's all I can say about it. It's amazing.
Oh, that's incredible. And can I record lives on that as well then? Like if I want to record a video, like a webinar, would I just use what you were in there to record the
Yeah,
live
that's what
webinar?
this is. These are live classes and webinars. It's all the same thing. It's just a Zoom session. It's a live Zoom session.
Oh,
We give them these names. We call them classes. We call them webinars. It's just a live Zoom session, right?
right. So I would just
So if
not
you,
invite anyone and
right,
record it.
right.
Right.
Absolutely. You could record it with people if you wanted to. That's what live webinar is. Live webinar is when it's you on screen. Other people can be there, but they're not on screen. They don't come up in the squares like we have here. They're just watching, but in the session. And then you have features for chat. They can type in the chat and ask questions and stuff if they want. But so you do have that ability if you don't want people on camera with you, but you still want them to attend, or if you want it to be something that's a paid webinar that people pay for, you can get them to pay, set up the event, get them to pay and come to it live, and then leave it as and then put it out there for them to
Oh,
watch or put it on your YouTube. Yeah, you could do all kinds of things with any single one of these. If you've recorded them, you can set it up, make it, yeah, that's what I would do too. When you set it up, the stream itself, the session, make sure you mark it secret when you're recording just for you
okay.
so that it doesn't
Right.
show up on your calendar or camera or in some weird area. You know what I mean? Like register, and you're like, wait, no, don't.
Amazing. That's
So,
fantastic.
yeah.
That is awesome. Thank you so much. And I take it the link for the one that I would be doing as a regular weekly session will come up once I finish that final. Oh, okay, there's it there.
This
Even
is
better.
yep, the links are right here. This is the registration link, okay? That's how
Mhm.
you get people's name and emails. This is the direct join link that bypasses registration and puts people right into the session.
Okay,
So
got you.
do not give that to people that have not registered, meaning if the goal is getting people on your list, moving them from the Facebook group to your email list,
Yeah,
then what you're then you don't want to just be throwing this link out there all willy-nilly. Now you can use
right.
it if someone's already registered and they can't find the link and they're like, "Hey, where's the blah blah?" You can just copy and send it over to them. Even from inside the session, there's an option to invite somebody into the session, share join link. So those are in the Zoom session as well. So
Okay, amazing. And 100 maximum registrants, is that the maximum we can have, or can we change that?
what that's such a good question. I should know the answer to this. Let's do tutorials. I know the sheet is there's a sheet somewhere that tells me um how many Zoom. I think it's 300 on the pro plan and 500 on the premium. I'll find out.
Okay,
But there is a maximum amount of attendees in a
okay,
session, and I will find out for you. Well,
amazing.
hello, Thomasina.
Hi
Thank you
there,
very
how are
much.
you?
Good. I'm just trying to see if I can pull up real quick what these Zoom limits are so that we have the exact answer. I hate not remembering stuff like that. Where am I going? Oh, yeah. And I'm going to pop this link to this thing into the. I hate it when it does this to me. Where's my? There it is. Okay, now I can come back. Oh, puppy has joined you. I saw puppy.
Yeah, she's the other one's just gone out for a walk, but this one's staying behind for cuddles.
This is the David created this GPT to help answer questions in Zenler.
Oh,
So
That's fantastic.
yes, and it is a really great one. So one of the points is like even for me, like sometimes most of the time I know an answer, but I don't necessarily know where to get the answer, like to give you the video, because we have a training library like the Library of Congress. You know, we've got so much information.
Yes.
So we need a way. So this will help you find links to trainings. It'll give you answers. It'll do that for you as well. So how many attendees? I don't know, I can't spell. Um uh
look right.
I have on my let's see what David's GPT does.
Do I need to link my own Zoom account through Zenler?
No, Zoom is
No.
included in Zenler. You get
Ah,
you get enterprise level access to Zoom through Zenler. Now, if you have
okay.
if you have your own Zoom account, you can link it and then you will be able to choose. Uh, this one decided it didn't want to tell her live session live YouTube. Oh, that's a YouTube video.
Okay.
Um, but that's not it. It's somewhere.
I'll have a look. How did you get into that then? Because I can have a wee browse myself.
Yeah, yes. Here, I'll let me get the GPT link for you all.
Oh, I think I might have it actually. Is it in GPT?
Yeah, I I
Yeah, I'm
I
not finding
Okay.
it.
I just shared it. Hold on. Let's see,
I thought I
GPT.
had it.
Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Copy link. Here we go.
The session's been so valuable, Ali. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're
I
so
truly
welcome.
appreciate your time.
Oh, good. And there's the GPT there, so you can get it in
Ah,
the chat there. And I put it in the community before too, but I'll post it in there on the tutorial site in that community, in that group.
okay,
I put stuff in there. I don't really use Facebook much. So I don't put content in our Facebook group or anything, but I do put
okay.
content in our Zenler free community on the Zenler site. So stuff
Awesome.
like
I'll have a
that will
look.
be there. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you
Yay.
so much. Really appreciate your time. Thank you.
You're
I will
very
just stay and listen and
welcome.
learn if
Yes,
that's okay.
absolutely.
Thank
Hang out
you.
with us. You're welcome. Well, hello, Thomasina. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much. I learned a lot actually just listening to you respond to her question.
Mm.
And you're right, Zenler has so much. I actually was in the Facebook because I knew how to get there easily. And it put a couple of questions in there. I don't know if you can see those, but basically fooling around, I figured out how to get directly to the Zoom. So my question relates to something actually you were showing Yvonne around. Well, let me back up and say this is my first time using Zoom.
Welcome. Oh,
First time
yay.
being here, first time trying to do something in the platform. My
Okay.
assistant had set up something, but she's not available. So I was trying to send out emails for a session through Zenler. And I'm not quite sure why, but the bottom line is I went in, I set it up, and I actually was frankly proud of myself. Took me half a day to do it, but I figured out how to set up the registration. Um, and then I double checked. I sent it to my personal email. I double checked. I got something saying, congratulations, you're registered, and there was a link. What I didn't realize is the link went to someplace other than what I wanted to go to. So my question for you is whether you can help me figure out how to straighten out uh um and it sent it to a page. The top page was fine. It had my session name, date, all that. The bottom of it still had some sample data. And my assistant went in and just disconnected it rather than leaving it up so I could change that sample data. So I have no idea how to make this thing work. And she's not available until next week, and I need to get it done now. So I thought, well, I know Zenler is always having support hours. Let me see if they're online. And voila, there you are.
Voila, it's your lucky day.
My lucky
Okay.
day. So what do I do? Should I share my screen and show you what
If you
I
would like
did?
to, that would, yeah, if that would probably be best.
Okay, so share screen. Let's see. How do I share screen in here? There we
Ooh.
go. Uh, I have too many screens open. Actually, let me come out and I have it open, but I can't
It's
see it. So I
okay.
got my chat GPT open. Uh,
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Because I typed in Zenler under GPTs and it didn't readily come up.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
I
okay. So that,
I've created my own GPTs and gone into a different account and tried to search to see if it comes up. Their searches, hopefully it improves over time because stuff does not come up properly. I found
yes.
that.
Okay. So what I'm going to show you, and uh, okay, it's in the right place. So let me now share. And I have to move my control so you can see. Okay, can you see it now? The
Can I?
page?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, so I
Kind of.
set this page up. I tested it out by sending a link to my personal. It did work, and it did the screen change to my Gmail?
Yep.
Okay, great. So it did come to my personal. This link, however, does not go to the right place. So this is the where it went to. So there was something there, but my assistant disconnected it, and I have no idea how to do it, get it set back right. So I
Okay,
can
go back to the
to the dashboard,
well, yeah, go
the editor. No,
yeah, well, okay, so let's see. You're in, and this is for the live. Is a Zoom? Okay, go to
I'm on
your,
my live webinars page now. Can you see that?
okay.
Did the screen change? Sometimes Zoom
Yes,
doesn't change. So, okay.
it does. I see that. So now what
Okay.
I want to see is, let's see,
So
go
where I
back to
wanted to
share.
go to is to this thank you page. And it's not doing that. And I don't know why. It did go to a page that had this title up top, but it still had the what do you call that? The sample photos and all that at the bottom. So my
Yeah.
assistant disconnected it, and I don't know how to get it reconnected. My question is, how can I connect to this page?
Right. Okay. So go to the other page again.
Back to editor or where
Yeah, the editor. Yeah.
that shows all the pages. Is this what you want?
To the registration page editor.
The registration page editor. I think that is
Yeah.
this page. Is
Okay.
this the page I should be on?
Yeah. So that. Yep. We keep. Okay. Click on the button.
The RSVP button?
Yep.
Okay, then I think I need to fill some stuff, right? Or you mean to click on the settings
Yep.
for
And
it?
click on the settings. Yep. And then scroll.
Do I need
Go
to
to
be on
settings.
settings?
Yep. Submit
I
form.
have submit form as the action.
Go to post submit link. It's down at the bottom.
Oh, here. Okay, is
Hmm.
that, let's
Okay, so
see.
oh,
That's
don't,
the, oh, it disappeared. Ah, I was just trying to copy it. I couldn't see the whole thing. Can I make this wider so I can see? Let me go back. Uh, let's see. I get, no, here.
so
Yeah.
the RSVP, so I'm not, because I'm just trying to wrap my head around the process here. That button is what goes to the thank you page, okay? That's the thank
Okay.
you page. That's what they get. The link in the email is supposed to be the link to the live stream itself,
O-
not to the thank you page, right? So So
So I
go,
don't know then, how do I get the
that's
correct
the
link?
way. Okay, you have to go to the live or um,
Go to the live. I'm not sure where.
yeah, go to your thing. There you go. There's this, I don't, Okay, so this is the live. Okay, you got your pages. Go to webinar details, please.
Webinar
It's
details.
next to pages. Okay. So that session is scheduled for
So this is the link I thought I had copied there, the copy webinar URL
copied where?
that I copied this and put it, I can't remember where I put it. I thought I put it into the page that would be included in the confirmation that people would get.
I mean, the emails are already set, right? The emails already exist with the links in them. So if you changed that, that's what happened. That's why that doesn't exist.
So where do I find that email broadcast? Where do I find?
No, no. You have to go back to just scroll up a little bit so we can see the navigation of the actual event and not your site. There you go. So let me think. Go to next to webinar detail. Let's see. Go to automations and click on that register mail sequence and click on the edit it, open it up.
Okay, so
Scroll down so I can see the email. There you go. Stop. Okay, so topic, host, join link. So that stuff's all in there. Okay, so scroll back up so I
can I
can
just
see the.
point out one thing? This email I did receive in my personal when I tested it. The problem was, I think that the problem was the link was wrong. So if I switch over, so I did get that email. The join
Okay,
link is the thing that was wrong.
right. So go back to the event again.
Okay. Do
Okay,
I
now
get out of this?
scroll back up to the top
Uh-huh.
and now go to pages and scroll down. So right there. See that?
There,
Click,
where do you
okay. Because you removed the block. So click on the page,
I removed the,
do you see it? It's right. See,
no, I'm not sure what you're referring.
it says waiting page. Do
Waiting page.
you
Okay.
see waiting page? Do you see
Yes.
how the preview is the broken page?
Okay. So this is what my assistant went in and did, and I without
Right.
explaining it, so
Yeah.
I have no
Yeah.
idea. This
Okay.
is the
So now,
problem?
yes, I'm going to show you what to do as soon as I see something because it's
Okay.
loading right
Yeah, I
now.
guess my system is just slow.
No, and the system is slow too, Zenler. It's can be slow too. Mine was slow earlier.
Okay. And that, what page
You're
is
gonna
that?
need whatever that thing is in on the left-hand side of the screen for me. I need that area to direct you
Okay,
to
sorry.
this
That
next
is
part.
the Zoom. So it's
Okay.
gone now. Can you see everything okay?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
So now scroll, what's this? Your webinar. What is that? Yeah, I don't know what y'all did here. Waiting page URL. That's so weird. Um, okay,
Let
so
me ask you this question, Ali. Would it be
go.
better if I just delete this and start it again for you to show me how to do it properly? I can't explain it honestly because I
I
didn't
know,
set it up.
I don't, right, but don't delete it. But click
Okay.
on where the blocks are.
where the blocks are. Over here to the
But
left?
yep, click on that.
Uh-huh.
And this is a webinar, right? So click on webinar down there.
Okay.
And so this is the waiting, right? So
When you say waiting, what I'm trying to figure out is when people hit that RSVP button, what I want to send them to a page that confirms that they
it
have
already does. It
registered.
does that naturally. That already happens. That's done.
Correct. But the difference, it went to the correct page, but the link was wrong. And that's what I'm trying to figure out.
No, it's no. No. Okay. When they register on the
Hmm.
registration page,
Hmm.
they give you your name and email, and then they hit that button. And when they hit that button, that's when they see the thank you page. Now, in the back end of the system, an email is getting sent out,
Yes.
right? So that's the email. The email thing is separate from the button. Okay. They're not the same thing. The button goes where it's supposed to go. The
Yes.
button does what it's supposed to do. Now we're talking about the email and the link to the webinar. And it's supposed to go exactly where it is. Okay. It has to go there. There's no other place for it to go. So both things are exactly what they're supposed to be. You just need to go back to the page and add the block back in properly because it's somebody removed it or edited it or did something to it to get rid of the thing. Yep, there you go. Okay, so now over there on the left-hand side,
Hmm.
you scroll webinar register. Keep scrolling. Thank you. Thanks. Stop. Waiting page. Stop. Stop.
Okay.
Let's see, okay. So the first one right under thank you page type 1 is waiting page block type 1. That below
This
right there.
page.
That is what you want on the page. Plop that
I
over.
want I want a version that does not have the countdown clock.
I put that's what happened. What you did is you edited it and you removed their ability to join the webinar.
Actually, I didn't edit that at
Or
all. I
something
went,
got edited here, like what that is. I don't know why.
okay.
Oh, wait,
Um,
I don't, do me here. Um, is there registration?
Actually, I wanted this page here, thank you page type 3.
No, it's not a
Yeah.
thank you page.
It's
You
a
can't,
it's a
okay,
waiting page.
listen, okay. You, you have the wrong block on the page is what it is.
Okay, that part I got.
So, okay, so because and you did that because you didn't want to have that. Okay. So you have to put the webinar waiting page on the page. You just
It's
have
a
to.
webinar waiting page. Okay, and not a
Pick
that's
which one you want. It has to be a waiting page. This is the waiting page, period.
okay.
So it has to
Let
be
me
that page. If you put a
okay.
different page in there, it's not going to work. You're going to get that message that says this doesn't exist.
Okay. So I'm just trying to find a waiting page block without a countdown. Do they all have countdown for the waiting page?
Yeah, it's
They
letting,
do.
right, it's letting people know how long before the session starts.
Right.
Why don't
Okay.
you want the countdown timer on it?
My audience doesn't like that. Um,
Okay, but this isn't, I get that because I'm not a big fan of like,
Here's
this
one,
is the
waiting
time.
page type 5 doesn't look like it has countdown. So can I add that block?
Sure.
Is that waiting
Yeah,
page type 5? So then I just drag it over here.
yep.
Oops. Actually, that did not work. Let's see.
Scroll up and down on the main page and see if it added it below.
Oh, okay.
Down? No? Okay.
No, not yet. So let me come back to waiting page 5. Ah, there we go.
Let me see. Now, the other thing is, it says all
Look at
these,
that.
that
Still
says,
have the countdown.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm pretty sure they all do. Because, and I get what you're saying. Like, I understand I am not a FOMO person. I'm not a false scarcity person. I hate that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. But that is not what that countdown timer is. Okay. This isn't some big launch. It isn't on your sales page. If you don't get it now, it's gone. It's literally the purpose of it is the waiting. It's the clock to let you know this event starts in 5 minutes. That's all.
Okay.
This event starts in 30 seconds so that they're not sitting there going, did I miss it? Does it start now? Does it start later? It has a very specific purpose in this instance. And I don't think anybody that would land on this page would feel like it was out of place or that it was there to cause them anxiety or make them act or do some kind of thing, because that's not its purpose. Its purpose is literally to relieve anxiety so that they know, yes, the event is here and it'll be starting in just a minute. You know,
Okay.
that's its
All right.
purpose.
Okay. So I will go in and change all the things and then just save it.
Well, first of all, save it right now first, and let's just see what's happening before we do make change anything else.
Yeah, that's what
Because
I
we want to
was
make sure,
doing
because
just
also
now.
that link thing, it's still bothering me a little bit. And where do I want to be in your site right now? Because this is not it. I want to see, click the preview button for this page. See if it comes up.
Sorry, it's taking a while. Ah, there we
Yeah.
go.
Okay, now, down, scroll up. Yeah, see, it's the only one even on the block. So it's now go back to that email.
To the email that I
Yeah.
received.
Now click that link. Yeah. Yep, that was it.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you can't um yeah.
Okay, I was confused. I didn't real I thought I needed a thank you page. I was trying to do the wrong thing. So I
Ye-
needed a
Well,
waiting page.
if you go back to your place, if you go back to the
The
um
editor,
not the editor, but the
the list
main,
of all the
there you
pages.
go. Scroll back up to, yeah, scroll back up to the top. You have all of your pages right there. Registers first. Right after
Hmm.
they register, they go to the thank you page. Okay. That's that button that says RSVP. When they push that button, they
Hmm.
get the thank you page. Now, after the thank you page, they're going to check their email. When they check their email and they click the button, it goes to that page, which is under it, which is the waiting page.
Okay.
Do you see? You have a thank you page, and the button on the registration page is what sends people to that thank you page. That's how they get it. Then after that thank you page, they don't go there ever again. Next
Okay.
page they see is going to be the waiting page, which is
Okay.
that third page. And then under that one, if you scroll, there's another page.
Under
There, if you
is the
scroll,
replay page.
if you scroll, there's another.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the replay page. Now, it doesn't automatically become activated. You have to add the video to that page,
Okay.
right? If you want a replay page available for them and
Okay.
design that page. But each of those pages are there in their proper order and they all have to be there and they have to be in that order, those
Okay.
exact pages. It is set up as a complete funnel for you already. All of the pages are properly linked together. They're also properly connected to trigger the email system so that you don't have to build those links and workflows yourself. You do have to go through each page individually to customize it, right? But
Hmm.
you don't have to make the pages work and connect to each other because they already do that natively for you the way that Zenler has their system set up.
Got it. Okay. I think I'm good now. Is there anything else that I should know at this stage?
I mean, there's probably a ton of things you should know at this stage, but no, I'm just kidding. No, this is good. You need, just remember, keep all of your, don't turn off pages or delete stuff on pages ever.
Yeah, I
If it's a
didn't do that.
dynamic, right. If
Yeah.
it's a dynamic block, if it's a dynamic block, a dynamic block is important. It's pulling information from somewhere, it's doing something. So if you remove that, you get that error. And it's like, why doesn't it work? Where's the thing? And it's because it has to, Zenler has those dynamic things. We do that for you so
Mhm.
that it creates the whole funnel. You decide you want to do a live webinar. All you do is you go into live webinar, type in the name, put in the date and the time. It literally creates the entire workflow and funnel for you.
Right.
Registration page, thank you page, waiting page, replay page, automations, a cart if you want it. All of the stuff is there for you in that one spot.
Okay, got it, got it. Now, something when you were talking with Yvonne, you said that I just want to go, let's see, how do I get back there? To the page where the difference between a class, a webinar, interactive
Hmm.
webinar, I get
Yeah.
what a live stream is. What are the differences between live webinar and interactive?
Okay.
Live, you say, is just the speaker, and interactive is when we
Hmm.
can see people on the screen?
Yeah. Can you stop sharing your screen?
Okay.
There we go. So yeah, so there are live webinar feature is just the person, right? Like a traditional old school webinar. So no little squares like we have on our screen right here. It's just one big square of you. And it's that traditional like webinar where there's the people are watching, but you don't see them. They can have access to the chat. And with the live webinar feature, you also get that little Q&A section option, right?
Mhm.
For people. So that's like the chat, people can talk to each other and be like, hey. And then in the Q&A section, that's specific for you, or maybe if you have a team member helping you and they're there doing it, right? So they're there. And then um, people know that they can answer questions right there. Now, all the other ones, I feel like they're just there for no reason whatsoever. No, it's just what we call them. A live class, the reason that we call it that is because we are a course platform, right? So you are a teacher of some sort, and so you're creating lessons and content, and you might have classes like your students have classes, right? So instead of calling it a live Zoom session or a live webinar, it's called a live class because it just makes sense with being students and classes, right? And as such, because they've named it that, there's that extra ability within that when you're in a lesson inside of a course and you're building it out. One of the things you can do is you can choose one of those to add a live session to your course. And when you do that, it'll give you options from the live class list, right? It doesn't offer you webinars to put into your lessons, but it offers you a class. It's just a label and a function that we gave it to the Zoom
Okay.
session. But it functions like this, right? That's
Mhm.
everybody comes on screen together. That's the same exact way a live interactive webinar functions, the same as a live class, right? And then a one-to-one booking, it also functions the same way, only its native setting is for one registrant, right? Because it's supposed to be for a one-to-one booking, but you could have 100 people in that one too if you wanted. You could change the setting. Or with the one-to-one booking, you get the direct join link. You can give that direct join link to people to come right into the session and bypass registration if you wanted to, because some people want that for what, whatever their reasons are. They've got clients that are just too, whatever, and they're like can't find their links and they just want to message them the link right before the session, and that's that. So you can do that with that. Um, with all of them can be recorded, all of them can be automatically recorded, and all of them have a tool settings inside the um, dashboard or whatever, admin tools, where you can give people permission to have their cameras on or not, right? If you don't want people's cameras on while you're presenting and doing your thing, you can have it set so those are off. And you can have it set so that they don't have the ability to unmute their microphone. These are generally good things to do in Zoom sessions, especially public open Zoom sessions that are literally just open for whoever to register for. You don't know who's coming in to the session. So generally speaking, you start with microphones and things off and you give people permission. I have been I give you all permission to unmute your mics instead of yourself instead of doing it individually. But again, like once you start to get to know people, you'll know whether or not you wanna do that. It helps protect the other people, the attendees, if you do that kind of thing. But all sessions, you have the ability to control that. So
Okay.
throughout the session.
So, another quick question. The difference then between live class and live interactive webinar is that when I'm creating a course, I can drop the live class inside
Into
the
a lesson
course,
and a
but they
lesson.
function essentially the same.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. Got it.
But
Got it.
the features allow more flexibility with the live class versus the live interactive webinar, which is why I prefer it. And they don't just like when you're in that area, like once you get that live webinar funnel set up for yourself, or the webinar, whichever you're calling it, you can actually clone that exact one, right? Give it a new name, do all of that, edit the timing and whatever. But now you've just saved yourself a ton of work. If you're trying to do it from webinar over to class, that doesn't work the same way.
Ah.
It
So
can't
it
clone
sounds
across.
like I should be creating everything inside of a live class then and cloning it into an interactive webinar for
No,
each.
you can't clone it into, that's the point. You
Oh, is it the
cannot
other way
clone.
around?
You can only clone a webinar to a webinar, right? That's why
Okay.
I
Got
say
it. Got it.
I
Got it.
prefer live classes, because if I want it in a course, I can clone in other classes and still not be starting from scratch. But I prefer the class feature for that reason.
Okay. I can clone classes to other classes, webinars to other webinars,
Right,
but
right.
not cross. And how would I do that? There is a button someplace.
Yeah, right on the course.
Oh, I see it on classes.
So
So let's
here.
see, where is it on webinars? The three
Uh,
little dots. Okay,
Yeah,
I
every
see it
single
now.
one of them. So courses has
Yep.
it. And I highly recommend for everybody to set themselves up a template course where they just have even a welcome email set up. You have the registration page, you have the sales page and all of that stuff branded and designed to you
Mm-hmm.
rather than Zenler. And then every time you clone a course, you're starting with your branding base, your niche base, your
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
that's in courses and the same thing in marketing funnels, right? The ellipses there, you can just clone, and you're cloning the pages, the emails, everything. And email broadcasting, Yvonne was looking at um, doing a newsletter. So even right here, once you make a newsletter, you have the option to clone it. So if you design it and get a nice layout, that's clonable.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, all of the lives, each live session can clone from itself,
Got it.
right? And now the other thing is when you're in something, any page, anything where you're designing, editing, when you're in the editor, that means that you can be creating custom blocks. So you can go into a page and design a block. And you can design, oh, I didn't mean to do that. And you can design a block and you can make it a custom block. So if you're making content for your site and you've designed a nice block and you've got a nice image and you've got content, like this one doesn't, but when you do that, you can save it as a custom template block, right?
Got it.
And then when you're building and making stuff, even if it's in a webinar funnel, right? Yes, the dynamic blocks have to stay there. You can't change them and the pages have to stay in the order they are, but you can add designed, customized blocks to them, just so that you have less work to do. You can save yourself time by customizing a few standard blocks. One of the most common ones that I recommend people customize and create a little template for, easy to reuse, it's an FAQ block. Just give yourself a little FAQ about your niche or your industry or your whatever. Make it really nice and design it. That's a block you can have on your homepage. So now this becomes content that you've created, you've spent the time creating, you've designed it, but this thing can compound for you, right? It's an asset that you can use over and over and over again. You created it once. Now, every time you create a new course, you can add that to your sales page. It's content you've already created and designed, and now you plop it on that page. You're doing a webinar, and yeah, that's more content. It's a designed block, it's good information, and you can plop that on your webinar registration page, right? So now think about that kind of content, right? Like if we have to think, oh, let me design something for this webinar on this page, and then let me design something for this section of the webinar, and then for this one and this one. Like that's a lot of content. That's a lot of starting from scratch.
Right.
But if you think about designing your content around solid information that can be moved from one area of your site to another, like an FAQ block, or, um, you know, the benefits of, whatever it is that you do. And you're creating these blocks and you save them as custom blocks so that you can build and add. On one page of your site, you might have this block, and this block. And then on another page, you'll have them in a different order, right? And maybe have another block thrown in there, right? So it's the same content, right? Consistently throughout your site. You want that. That's a positive thing. Um, but also, not the same exact page everywhere. It's just that block, and then you can move it around. Does that make sense?
Yep. Perfect sense. Very helpful. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. And I know I see we got some, let's see, we got Margaret.
Yes. Yes.
Hello. How are you today?
Well, fine. I'm working on I've been working with Zenler quite a few years, but now we have a group of teachers and they've done their courses on Zenler. Now we want to put them into teachers' material and start charging like to make that a membership thing so they get the benefits of all the things that they can. And so we have the material bank already set up, but I'm still confused. The other problem is that some of them are in America and some of them are in Europe. And so I understand in theory that we can bundle it and sell it for dollars or for euros, right? And then have the other plain course and sell that way we can have it in two different currencies. Is that right?
Yeah.
So I have the theory, but I just can't seem to get past the whatever. Do I need to show you something that we have going? And also, we were thinking that one of the benefits of taking this or belonging to our teachers union would be to be in a community. But my experiences are been kind of with the community. I set up a community and it seemed to take in people. It took in everybody that was listed as a student. It didn't just take the people from the course for some reason. I don't know what that problem was.
It did what?
It enrolled everybody in the community that was in our Zenler as a student. It had people that weren't teachers. They'd taken some other course, but they were also allowed into the community for some reason.
Probably a setting, something, either the community was set to public or it was set to enroll all students in it or something that some kind of setting, I think maybe.
Yeah.
So you have your Zenler site. So you have so you're doing like a little teachers union slash like chamber of commerce, like sort of teacher networking group kind of thing.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Is it networking and education, like their continuing education? Do they get continuing
Yeah,
education
one of the
credits
benefits,
or?
yeah, we're going to be doing a live webinar or whichever, a class or a webinar, whatever it's going to be, spring and fall for them. So they get the continuing education as part of the package.
Okay.
And
Do
then
yeah, they have so many required hours or something for
well,
this?
we don't belong to any official kind of a,
Oh, okay. So that's
so we
okay.
don't have,
That's what I was just trying to see.
yeah.
Is this like a very technical?
No, it's a health exercise program that we teach, and it's been developed in Finland, and it
Okay.
would be really cool if we belonged to something like ACSM or whatever they are, but we don't yet.
Yeah.
So
No, yeah. That's okay.
yeah.
Okay. So now so you have a courses and you have courses for teachers
Yeah, we have the beginning
specifically.
teacher level and the advanced teacher level. And to start with, we're going to just, everybody's going to join the same, or we're going to invite everyone to join the same
And then
teacher.
you have some kind of other students that aren't teachers. What are they?
Well, we just have like a beginner's course and a course for your back, just exercises to get to improve your back. And then we're working on one called the Asahi Volunteer. Asahi is the name of the exercise. And the volunteers, that would just be a limited way to become a teacher's aide or to help somebody that's an homebound, just to go in and do a little bit of this exercise with people, but not to be a full-fledged registered certified teacher. So
Right.
those are the course offerings that we have, but also we have made a course called Teachers Materials. After when they finish the beginning course, then they get accepted into the teachers materials, and that would be, those are the people then that have graduated and that are certified that we want to invite to join the,
Okay, so they've finished the course. Okay. And now you want them in what would be a membership of some kind,
yes,
bundled with courses and programs and content and things like that, and live sessions as part of that too, right?
right.
And then and community in Zenler as part of that as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but that's like optional. That might take more time, but we'd really want to get this first
The
thing launched. I
membership.
told them in
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
January that we're going to do
I'm just
this, and now
trying to
it's
get
already
it. Yeah,
June.
yeah, yeah. I know. Every time. Okay. So, and now, so you have students. So now your main thing is you want to make sure that you have a program for them to join.
Yeah,
Do you have and you need to do two separate bundles of information with the classes and the courses for US pricing and then for non-US pricing. Is that it?
Oh, well, I was thinking that we already have the course that's called Sea-Level Materials. That could be the course. I mean, that they're already enrolled in it, but we could clone that maybe and use that. But then I thought that would be the one in dollars, and then we could wrap it in a bundle somehow and sell it for euros. Is that
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because you could like we've had members that have lots of courses and trainings, like tons of them. Like they've got a full course library full of stuff, and they do in different pricing. So they bundle like, and it's a lot. There's lots of stuff. There's a bundle here, and you got to read it because is this in pounds? Is it in dollars? Is it in whatever? And it tells, and it's. But here's the thing. It looks like a lot. Okay. When you look at it, it looks like a lot. And if you don't understand it, it's probably overwhelming and confusing. But here's the part that's not overwhelming or confusing is that all of those are literally just clones of each other. So it's not like you have to, it feels like, oh, I have to have all these bundles and all this. It's like, no, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of stuff, except it's cloning. So as long as you can map it out in your head how you're going to do it, how many pricing you need, how much, like how you want to do that, because you need really all you need right now is any one of your courses, any one of your things that you don't want the one with people in it because not all people are going to join the membership. Do you know what I mean? You need something
separate?
new that the ones who choose to join, because they have to pay to join, they're not just taken in for free, you know? So
Right.
you have to start the main thing. And here's the thing, you get it started and get your first like group of content in there for them, right? Get the sales page ready and just send it to them and be like, join. And it's a developing program. Be a beta tester. If join now, if you join it right now while we're building it out, you get this price, founding member price.
Yeah.
As soon as the end of the month or the end of whatever is over, that price goes away. But if you are locked in, you keep that price. And
Okay.
then, so that you're getting paid to build it out. All right. Because you got a lot of content, you got all this stuff. So get the first course, clone something that you have, okay, so that you're not starting from scratch. And then go through it.
Okay. We have old webinars actually that we've done, maybe that hardly anybody has seen. So maybe we could
Yeah.
use one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. Take that webinar, put it into an AI model, that webinar even, and ask it to give you a couple of worksheets or a workbook or whatever. Make a workbook out of this content. And then you can add a workbook with your webinar. You know what I mean? But as for beta people, yes, absolutely. You've already got students, you've already got people. Tell them, get a landing page together or something, get an offer together. That's what we're doing in the accelerator.
Okay.
So, I don't know what your schedule is and what you're doing, but on Tuesdays at noon Eastern time, I don't know what time zone you're in.
2 hours later, I'm in Finland. So,
Oh, okay. Yeah. So,
okay. So,
2 o'clock
yeah.
on
Yeah.
Tuesdays, we're doing the Accelerator program, and it's very focused on exactly what we're talking about right now. It's not just
Right.
general Zenler stuff. It is very focused on this program of getting up that landing page, getting up that thing to collect emails, right? While you're building it out. And in your case, you could be collecting money, right? Getting subscriptions, memberships from
Oh,
people while you build it out. And that's what we're going to be doing on Tuesdays.
oh, great.
And yeah, and of course on Thursdays we have these sessions 3 hours every week, and you can come in here and ask anything anytime. However, the accelerator Tuesdays are just questions around that. It's not all Zenler questions. It's not that kind of open session. So it's a very focused, and you said, we were supposed to have this win, and now it's this time. And guess who else said the same thing when they came in this room today? Thomasina. So Tuesdays are gonna be, uh and Yvonne also said the same thing when she was here earlier. So Tuesdays
Right.
are focused working sessions of working on this exact thing. And I'm going to show you right now, I do have in the community, I have for you an actual worksheet to help you with this, okay?
Okay,
For
that's
for
good.
this exact thing that we're talking about. Let's see, right here. So are you in the Zenler community? I'm going to put the link to this
Yeah,
one in the chat.
and the Facebook one, you mean, or in the community? No.
Community website, it's a tutorial site where we do all of our trainings and stuff. So I have the community here, and right
Right.
here, Accelerator Program Foundation. I've got a little description here on what the Accelerator program is.
Mhm.
If you never registered for it in the past and don't have the content, I don't also have the content. So you will need to contact support@zenler.com to get access
I
to the
did that at the
content.
beginning. If it's the same one
It
I,
is the same one, as long as you have the emails and links to get access to it, you still have it. So there, it's fine. That's perfect. And I got this sheet for you that I made, and it's to help get you all started on what the accelerator program is, right? And it asks you questions, the worksheet, you fill it out. You know, a little bit about your stuff, a little bit about your clients, a little bit about what you offer, and you know what that path looks like for you. And then um you're choosing in the first week, basically what you're doing is you're setting up and you're choosing what you're building. For you, you already know, right? Because you're doing this membership, right?
yeah,
So, and this is talking about what that is, like and it's going to do 3 different tracks, okay? So beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So you'll be able to choose through this program, like what's a little too much for now and what should be saved for later, right? Because you do not have to build your whole site, your whole membership with a year's worth of content before you get your first member, right? So what's the minimum viable product? What's the minimum viable thing that you need to get ready to start getting those subscribers, those paying members,
right.
and building out the community, building out, in steps, building out the program, then building out the landing page and the emails and the community and it's step by step rather than all at once. So it's very structured. So go into the community, grab that sheet, and the register for the email reminders for the live sessions, and then you can come to those sessions. And every Tuesday we're going to be doing them just to help get people moving forward.
Yeah, that's what I need. It's a little fire under my butt.
That's right. And I'll be like, what, get these assignments done.
Oh, good. That's what I need.
I'll get my teacher energy on, okay? I'll be like, here's your assignments, they're due. Get you all moving. Sometimes we need that little extra motivation.
That's right.
We do.
Okay, so you added this thing in the chat about the
Yeah,
community.
that's the community. So that link is in there, so you can get to that for sure. And then and that's up for Tuesday. Now the other thing is, you were talking about yeah, it's this. Your um courses and your programs and your community and your pricing. Do you have bundles already, or do you just have courses?
Well, and I'm created a bundle, but there's nothing in it yet. I don't exactly, that's,
Okay, so so this is good. This is good. So when you're creating a membership, there's different options, right? You don't have to use a bundle. You can use a bundle. Okay.
yeah,
It depends on what your membership is, how many people, how much content you have. A bundle makes sense if you have a lot of stuff, right? If you have a lot of programs and you have different levels of programs and you have this and that, bundles for a membership work great. But if it's a base, if it's okay, there are a couple of levels, beginner, intermediate, advanced, but they still all pretty much follow the same whatever. They just have a little extra. And maybe you don't have a ton of stuff everywhere, then sometimes an entire membership can be just one course.
right.
And the curriculum, right, breaks up the content for the library of it because the majority of what you'll be doing, you can plan this out for yourself. The majority of what you could be doing would be the training content as the membership is just in the course, right? You can have as many sections, whatever. So that's where they're getting the hands-on stuff that they're learning. If you're doing live sessions, that's what that little red dot is there, is you can have live sessions in the lessons there. But you can also send them out to email links or whatever. So that's live sessions, that's in person, right? And then also communities, right? So in the community, that's where the conversation can go on. That's where
Mhm.
you can do things like accountability. It can be like, okay, who finished this or who did this or what ideas do you have for this? It just depends. You have to decide. And part of that worksheet too, and part of what we'll be doing during the accelerator is deciding what if having a community, deciding what that stickiness of your community will be, right? Why are people returning to the community? What's the point? Are they bookmarking it? Are they coming in? Are they clicking a link from an email? Do they know every Tuesday they have to check in and say whether they've done their homework assignment? Like if it's a teaching kind of community thing, what is the reason that they want to come in and talk? So designing the content and the structure around how you envision them using and participating in that membership and in the community.
Yeah, there could be topics every week in the community, couldn't there? Like, how have you been advertising your courses? Or, and they could share
Oh yeah,
the
you
ad,
can put
yep,
polls and quizzes and everything. Yeah.
yeah, and then ask them how they've been, if they've been testing their own students to see any improvement in their health and things like that. Like, yeah, there'd
Yeah.
be lots of subjects to discuss.
Yeah. Well, like what success stories do you have? What what are the behind the scenes, like, what have you found is working with this um type of situation, or what have you found works for this, or oh, I have this exciting news to share, I tried this and this and it worked, or with my
Yeah,
students or with my whatever. So yeah, those are definitely great ways, but just literally sitting down and thinking and pre-planning out the thought. Communities don't just thrive, they
yeah.
don't. They
I know. I
need
tried one
intent,
already. Yeah.
right? We
I
need
tried it
intent.
with our advanced students just to like the beta thing without charging them. And it just, I don't know, six or
Yeah.
nine. And then it just,
Yeah, exactly. But it has to have a reason. It has to have a purpose to be sticky, and and it has to fit into and respect people's everyday lives, right? One of the biggest problems that I find in most communities, it's like and it happens even in Zenler, right? Zenler, we do a lot of stuff. We have this on Tuesdays, we have the Accelerator, we have this on Thursdays. Plus, in March, he did 31 days of stuff. We just did the AI Summit. So we have a lot of events and things that we email people about, and you click to reply and you show up like you showed up here today, right? So there's a lot of events, there's a lot of reasons. Plus, we have the community and we have the Facebook group. Where are you going and why? And when do you show up and why do you show up? But also, like me as an instructor, being able to acknowledge, like, yeah, we got a lot of events going on, right? You have to prioritize for yourself what are the important ones, right? So, like, not everybody's going to participate in everything, right? Like, they have a lot, they're a teacher, so they have a job, right? They have clients, they have students, right? But they also may be married and they have families and they have stuff. So if they're going to come into your community, if they're going to be a member and they're going to participate, it has to be useful and valuable, because it's taking them away from these other useful, valuable things of their life. You know what I mean? Like, so not everything is like super important, right? And if people that we're working with and in our communities know and understand that we respect them and their time, and that this is here when they need it, and that it's got, real purpose, encouragement, that it's respectful, communities tend to grow just a lot. Even if they grow slower, they grow more solid, right? A better firm foundation. Because for me, I would rather, like, yeah, you could have a whole bunch of people come in right now just to test out, oh, what's going on? And then it's gone.
Yeah.
What was all that work for? It was for nothing, because nobody's there now. So if you take your time and build slow, and not everybody's got that same frame of mind, but that's me. I'm slow and steady. I like the turtle. I think the turtle wins the race. I don't know how lucky that rabbit is, since its foot is just hanging on someone's keychain. So
Right.
so fast, but we do say sometimes fast is better, but fast, like with the accelerator, fast track, like fast validation, minimum viable thing. Let's not build the whole universe right now today just to test out whether people want the subscription, you know?
Right.
So, yeah. One,
Step at a time.
yes. And will hold each other accountable in there for it too. So it's good.
Okay. Looks like Thomasina's raised her
Yes,
hand.
yes,
Yeah.
Thomasina.
Did you have a question about this?
And she might be frozen. She's rebooting.
Okay. Mhm.
It happens with my internet all the time. There you are.
I
Yay.
put a note in Facebook. I'm also in Florida and have issues, so I have to have my hotspot handy.
Oh, that's crazy. Where in Florida are you? I'm in Central.
Oh,
Yes. Central Florida. Yeah, she's frozen again.
gee. Yeah, we've been having problems because they've told us that we live right next to Russia, and they've been screwing around with our internet connection
Oh,
for
God.
the war effort, to really aggravate people.
Of
And
course. That's not fun.
Mhm.
That is not fun.
Well, I think I've got enough to work on for a while here.
Oh, yes, I think you do. But try not don't get too far ahead of yourself. Okay. Just get yourself, you've got a lot going on already, and you have a lot of content already too. So just focus on making sure you have a place for people to input their email for this, and register for this membership, at least even their interest in the membership. You know what I mean? Get it going.
Okay, well, the end plan is to have it in layers. Like there would be
Mm-hmm.
anybody that practices this, all the teachers, students could have their own like layer, and then the teachers would have a layer, and then our super teachers would have
Have a
this,
layer. Nice. I like that.
but
Yeah.
it's all on the drawing board, but nothing's happened yet. So
Well, we're gonna make things happen. Starting
okay,
Tuesday, I'm gonna be looking for you,
all right.
Margaret. I'm
Okay.
gonna be taking attendance.
Yes.
Oh, Thomasina, is your internet staying connected now?
I hope so. Switched over to the hotspot. I was saying I actually am also in Central Florida. I'm in Orlando.
Oh, okay. I'm next door. I'm in Winter Haven.
Okay, great, great,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Quick question about the accelerator. I didn't catch all of that. So is this like the first session and you're going to walk people through how to do
It's
a community, or this is a continuing thing? Like
yeah,
I'm
it's an
coming in the middle of it?
ongoing, yeah, it's an ongoing program. So that's a great question. And yes, there are people that have already gone through the program, right? Now we're just starting the live support sessions again. We've had support sessions in the past for it, but now we're just restarting them. So we just had the first one this week. So the live part is just starting. And so there is training content if you have access to it, and you can get it. You can email support, they'll get it to you. But I'm creating fresh training for it every week right now just to get it restarted. So just small bits of content at the beginning to give people a sort of refresher on what the accelerator program is. So just zoom in for a minute and then open working session, like come prepared every week with your content, with the information about your program, your products, your services, your audience, and ready to work and actually build in your Zenler site so that you can start collecting names. So that's the number one thing. We want you getting emails. And if you're getting those, then we want you getting sales. We want you selling those courses. And there'll be like I'll offer three different tracks for you. So a beginner track, an intermediate track, and an advanced track, because the initial accelerator program, it gave everybody everything. And it was a lot. I honestly, it was seemed overwhelming to me, but and this way now we can zoom it in and break it out into smaller pieces for each layer of people to choose and any level that you're on. So you could be we can all be working on the same thing, but at a different level or different
Mhm.
things at a different level as well. So all of that is totally acceptable. Like you can be at the beginning and someone else is going to be at another part. Everybody's still going to get value. Everybody's still going to get their questions answered, but it will be, again, very targeted just on that accelerator program stuff. So it won't be just general support questions. Oh, this doesn't work or this isn't working. Can you help me? Like that's for Thursdays. And not just for Thursdays, like you can comment in the community and in the Facebook group and email support anytime to get help. And plus, I gave you guys that GPT today, so you can use that anytime too, to help you out. So you always can get general support anytime from Zenler. So I want to be clear about that, but we will be very strict in the accelerator program to keep it focused on that, because that is one of the things we're hearing what you're saying. A lot of people are like, oh, I just need to focus. I keep saying I'm going to do this and then I don't get it done. And then I overwhelm myself. I overthink it, or I do this and I haven't been able to get it done. And then I got distracted and busy with this thing. So I was over here. And then Zenler had an AI summit. So it reminded me, oh, yeah, I have a business to work on. And a whole bunch of people since the summit have been coming into support desk and coming into the community to look and be like, oh, yeah, I guess I need to get back to work on this. So everybody will be in a different place. And that's totally fine. Like all levels, all places, even if you have a full Zenler site with thousands of people in it, if you want to work the accelerator program for a new direction you want to go in and you want to get that done, then we can do that. You can work on that too.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. We have quite a few people on our mailing list already. I think about 2,500 already, but that doesn't mean that we're selling that many courses.
Exactly. Right. Well, the first thing is get the list. Then
Yeah.
you got to make offers and you've got to, and that's the other thing. You think what did they join the list for, right? Why did they join the list?
Mhm.
What is the next step that they would pay for, right? So what's that journey? They joined the list, so they were interested. Yeah.
Right.
For someone like me who is literally just starting out, no experience in using Zenler, in preparation for the Accelerator, I saw that I went to the link, and I always frankly find, as you said, Zenler has so many resources and so much information. I don't know where to start.
I
Do
know.
you have a recommendation of, I don't know, a handful of tutorials I should do before next Tuesday to really come prepared to get value out of that session?
Have you what that's a good question. Have you bought so you are brand new. So have you watched any trainings on Zenler at all ever?
I have, it's been some time ago, and I wasn't as clear about what I want to do and haven't actually played around in the system. I need to actually get in there and use it as opposed to just watching the tutorial.
Yes, absolutely, which is that's what Tuesdays are for too. And Thursdays. Honestly, one of the things a handful of people that come to Thursdays do is they work in the background on their site while other people are asking questions, and they
Mhm.
do focus because I'm here for 3 hours. So 3 hours a week. You all could mute yourselves if you want, keep your camera off, have your tabs open and working on your site. And that way, when something pops up, like, oh, I'm stuck on this, it won't work, or I don't know what to do. Now you unmute and you say, hey, Allie, I need help. And then I can help you, while you're working. So that's your scheduled time to work. And you're working while I'm helping this person or that person. And y'all are working. And then if you need help, you ask, and then I help you. It works great.
I need help. That's exactly what I've been doing. And I went to the page that you took me to, the correct page, the waiting page. I
Mhm.
customized it. And then I went back to the email that I had sent myself yesterday. And it does go to the correct page, thank God. But for some reason, the button at the bottom is missing. And I don't know why.
The button at the bottom of what?
The bottom of the um, waiting page.
The button to join the session?
Yes,
Okay.
I don't know what I did. I
mm,
changed the color of the button and I changed the language.
that might have done it.
Changing the
Okay.
language would do that.
Oh, I don't know. I just mean like something might have deleted it on accident, might have changed it. Maybe it's still there, but the color got changed the same as the page. Oh, I knew she was cutting in and out. Her, yeah.
I'm sorry. I think it must be something with my Zoom because
Yeah, if
when
you
my
turn your
when it-
camera off, turn your camera
okay.
off, because that it will help the bandwidth there and may
Yeah,
keep
it
you
said that I
connected.
was still connected, even though it went out for a second. So if I do that, then though I'm not able to share my screen.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna see
But
if I can switch back
yeah,
on
no, you go
my.
ahead. You can go ahead and turn your camera on. I just meant like share your screen and hopefully it stays put. That's fine. And then
Well, what
afterwards,
I'm gonna switch to a different source and see if that helps with the
oh,
connection.
okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the page. I went in and customized it with all of my language. Let's see, how do I get rid of this thing? Hide meeting controls. Okay, and then I gotta get rid of that one. So it looks perfect to me on the screen. Are you able to see it?
Yeah.
So I changed my intro, date, time. I went in and changed the color. and
Mhm.
the text, and I guess I did something. I'm not sure what. I didn't change any.
Well, first of all, you have to hit the save button on the in the at the right. You have to save.
I thought I had done that, maybe not.
So
It's,
now,
let's see. Now if I go to that page and let me hit. So
go
yeah, I had
go to
saved it.
go down to the bottom and
Down, it is
s-
at the bottom.
go. I know I don't see the button. I'm just saying move your mouse around down there and see if it's there, just not visible. Do you know what I mean? Right.
Yeah, it's not there. I'm even shrinking my screen so to make
I
sure.
mean, I mean, put your mouse around over there is all I'm saying in case something is what I'm saying. There you go. Okay. I was just making sure it just wasn't invisible, transparent. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Can you click or
okay.
if you click around, like that's what I'm trying to see. Is it there and invisible
It
or is
doesn't
it
appear to.
not there? Or is it
I'm
not there
clicking.
at okay, that's all I wanted to test it out just in case.
Okay.
Okay, so now, yeah, go back to the page. That's so funny. So go edit the button again. Yeah. Border
Actually,
color.
there
Add
is.
the, huh?
I was going to ask. There's no setting for the links. Is there on this page?
The what?
I
Yeah.
could not have changed the URL because that doesn't exist on this settings, does it?
No, it's dynamic. It's a dynamic thing. You can't
Okay.
change it. No. Mm-mm. So go down to the bottom and change the border color to something. Same,
Uh,
you can change it to the same color as the button. Yeah, there you go.
okay.
And now hit save.
What is gotta do that save?
Now just click preview the page. No, you don't have to do that. Just,
Okay.
yeah, just do that. Okay, now go, yeah, there it is. Now go to the
So
email.
interesting, changing the color of the border.
Just to, there was some kind of, nope, it's still not there on that link in the email. So
Maybe
why?
I'll try to change it
It
back to
was
black.
something, it's there, it's the email. Like if it's there, it's there. But for some reason, the link in that email is going to like, that is weird. I would send a message to support too about it. Send another test email from this webinar to make sure that when you click the link, it's there. I think that's because that was an old email. I think there's something weird there because when you preview the page, the button is there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
Yep.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't
Oops.
know. So resend the email. That's what I would do
Okay. I will try that.
because yeah, that's weird.
Leave it to me to, let's see, how am I going to do that? I need to stop sharing. There we go. Okay. To
Yeah, I would test
do
that out because that's weird.
register again. See if that
Your
helps.
audio is cutting out.
Sorry. I just, I have to email.
Maybe turn your camera off because your audio is cutting in and out. I sometimes the audio will get better if you turn the camera off.
That.
A little bit. I know it's so frustrating living in Florida because yeah, I can't hear you most of the time. There's another I'm sorry, I don't even know that you're talking. I can't even hear that you've got sometimes I hear a little something pop up. But there's another Lorelei. I don't know if you know her. Oh, you're welcome, Lucina. There's another we have another Florida Zenler user nearby in Orlando as well. I think it's, yeah, she's Orlando, Kissimmee or something like that. Um, so maybe we should try to do a Zenler Florida meetup sometime. I'm planning on moving to Orlando area to Kissimmee, maybe Orlando uh soon because this area isn't just not my vibe. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it would be fun to do a nice Florida meetup. Lorelai and I have we've met up before. So yeah, it'd be fun. Maybe I'll start thinking about that, get some plans together. I'll make some posts in the community and in Facebook and see if we can get some Florida people and anybody else who like just if they're traveling. I actually met someone from the UK that I have worked with online who uses Zenler as well. She came to Florida with her family, with her family for to see Disney, to go to Disney in the summer. And it was so it was nice. I was like, sure. I took my kids and I went over there and met her kids and we hung out for a couple hours. So I know David's done that. He did a on the Zenler blog, there's some articles. He was doing a little digital nomad kind of thing and he met up with some Zenler users while he was traveling as well. So that's kind of fun. But we did that before. Maybe we should start thinking about doing it again. I would love to because I literally am like talk to myself all day. Rohit was saying that earlier when he came in of how when you are, whether you're an online educator or he's in trading, and so he has friends and collaborators that are also traders in the stock market. And so, but they spend a lot of time in their office on a computer working, just like we do, whether you're an entrepreneur or a trader or whatever, they're and the people in our lives don't necessarily understand the technology or even if it's not technology, the industry that we're in. Um, I can tell you I have, dated people or had relationships where they were just like their eyes would glaze over when I start talking about marketing or about whatever thing. And that I was just like, yeah, I know. Okay. So getting together with people who at least understand your language, about the things that you talk about or your interests. Because for me, I don't know, entrepreneurship isn't just an income or a job or whatever. It's literally a lifestyle, right? It's what 47 tabs, 500 domain names, like it is a whole email full of software of all kinds, lifetime deals, AppSumo, like whatever. I have every AI model bookmarked everywhere. We have we really do have just our own language and our own everything, really. And you have to you have to be a special kind of person to listen to that all the time. Mm. Let's see, we're getting to almost 2 o'clock. Um, oh, you're muted.
Yeah, thanks for everything. And I'll try to be there on Tuesday with a work list of what needs to get done. So,
Yeah, yeah. No, and I'm gonna try when we do the session on Tuesday, I'm also still working out. I'll get you guys maybe like some checklists to help make it easier for you. What is like a specific thing? Here's a checklist. So I'm working on that kind of stuff for you all as well. And yeah, come Tuesday. And if you can't make it to the session Tuesday, You can still come into the community and comment, and the Tuesdays are the scheduled focused session. But as we go along, like if there's questions, if things are happening, we can do pop-up lives in the community. We'll do pop-up Zoom sessions. I can do little mini training videos for you on certain things and then share them into the community for you. So like it just because you can't make it to the live session, if you're part of the accelerator, if that's something you're committed to doing and you're fitting it into your life, then I will make sure that I'm available in the community and in these different areas, not just on this live session. So that way, when you need help, there's somebody there. Even if you can't make it on that Tuesday's thing, you still are making forward progress every day, every week. I want that for you.
Right. Yeah. When Zenler started, my daughter told me to start. So I have one of those beta things of my own, and then my company got interested and they bought their own. And so I've been paying for the one because it was so cheap. I still have my original one. And I'm wondering now at this point that now that we get our regular business off the ground, maybe I should start doing something on my own site again. But so I have a lot of things to be working on.
Yeah, exactly. Priorities. And it's the whole world tomorrow. We don't have to have everything done. Sometimes it feels like it, and sometimes we want it, but
Okay, well, I'm going to check out now, but thanks so
okay.
much. And
You're very welcome, Margaret. Thanks for joining us today.
thank you.
You're
Bye-bye and
welcome.
bye-bye, Thomasina.
And Thomasina, I see your question here in the chat. And let's see, my computer keeps changing my audio, so hopefully you can hear me. So trying to figure out whether you can send a new link to folks who came and got the arrow page. Okay, good, you can hear me. So did you resend it to yourself to make sure it works when you resend it? Because you got to test it and make sure the resending. Tried, now nothing is working. Oh, God. Hmm.
I don't know if can
Yeah,
you hear me now? Okay, Allie?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, so I tried it, and now even the blue page that I had set up that looks so nice where you put your name and email, now that has an error message saying the page doesn't exist. So I just
Okay.
closed out of the system altogether. I think I'm going to turn my computer off and just say a prayer and turn it back on, see what
And
happens,
hope it's
and then I'll
okay.
reach out to support.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I wish I knew what happened, how the original setup happened in there, because that might help us with what's going on with that page. But yeah, definitely send an email to support at Zenler. And
Yeah, I
then
think the challenge was that my assistant disabled the page rather than leaving it. And then so the top part was fine. It was the bottom that still had the sample stuff. Just going in and taking the sample stuff out would have solved the problem, I think. So I think it was maybe a forced disable that caused the challenge, but I'll reach out to support and see if I can figure it out.
yeah, and I hope you do. I'm sorry. I wish it would have been a simple fix to just put the new thing on the page and voila, but sometimes it's not that easy.
Right, right.
So, well, good luck. I hope it does. And come and you have the link into the community.
Yes.
You can post in the community Facebook group too, but I'm not in there. I don't go in there, but in the community. And we have other staff, other Zenler members as well that are in the community that answer questions in there too. But I'll be posting information in there about the accelerator
Now,
stuff.
when you say the community, How would I access? Because I personally don't like Facebook either. Uh, I think, how did I get here? I guess I went to, was it support.zenler or live? I went back to the main website and looked around there, and that's how I found the link to this Zoom call.
Yeah, the main website is where the Zenler community is. It says it on the navigation. It says Zenler community
Says it on the navigation. Okay.
on the site. Yeah. So if I here,
Okay, I see it up top
yeah.
now.
That's what I was going to share my screen and show you. You can see it right here. And then this is where it is. So yeah, you can come in there and we'll post, I'll start posting in here every week the links to the sessions as well.
Now, question on that first one of you there, the foundations worksheet. I clicked that link, and is that supposed to go to a document or does that go to someplace else on the site? Because it went to
This
someplace else.
it downloads this,
Okay.
but you have to be logged in,
Yes, I
right?
did go
Like
back and log in. Okay, I
and
just
then
need,
and then what it should do is it should download for you something for a PDF. So check your download folder to see if it did download it for you or not. But yeah, that's what it's supposed to do.
okay.
Is
All
that.
right, we'll just have to go in and play around with it and figure it out.
Yeah.
All
And
right,
yeah.
well, I really
Okay.
appreciate your time today. It was a godsend to be able to chat with you and at least figure out what went wrong.
Yes, I'm glad that we were able to. That was very convenient that you're like, see, Zenler's live. They've always got live sessions. Let me look around, click this, like, oh, yep, there they are.
Right, right.
That's
All right.
hilarious.
Well, thank you so much. And I am going to sign in on Tuesday. I really have
Okay.
been paying for this program and haven't myself figured it out. And I need to do that. So
Yeah.
when my
Okay.
assistants are not available, I'll know what to do.
Exactly. Yeah, that's always a good idea.
Yep.
Smart. Yep.
Okay, thank you. And
Thank you.
yes, definitely let me know if you put together a Central Florida Zenler meetup group.
Yes, I think I would like to do that. I'm going to be posting about it soon. I think that'd be a great idea. I'd love to meet you in person. Be
Okay, thanks
fun.
so much, Allie.
You're very welcome, Thomasina. Have a great day. Good
You
luck with
enjoy the
your
rest of your
webinar.
day too.
Thank you. Good luck with your webinar. And my fingers crossed for you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, everybody, thank you for those of you watching on Facebook. Thank you for joining us today. We had a very active, busy day again. And don't forget, but every Thursday, we're here 3 hours. You can come, you can work, use it as a co-working time for yourself to build. Get that on your schedule for yourself. And then on Tuesdays, if you are on a mission, just like you heard everyone in the session today, how many people, oh, I've been meaning to, and I haven't gotten on. Accelerator on Tuesday, 5 p.m. BST, noon Eastern. And those are very targeted focus sessions. You're going to be held accountable in there. I'm going to get after you. So you better come in there ready to work because this year, this is the year we're doing it, right? Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for your time. And I will see you, well, Tuesday for Accelerator and next Thursday for Support Desk. So thanks, everybody.